Discovery, go at throttle up. 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 Discovery, go and throttle up. Discovery, go and throttle up.
Hello. My face. It hurts. I tried to get up on time for this one, dudes, but yeah, it didn't work. That didn't work. I tried.
Discovery, go and throttle up.
Tried. I tricked you? Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Oh well.
Discovery, go and throttle up.
Oh well. Anyway.
Discovery, go and throttle up.
How are you guys? Did you at least use my $50 tip for travel snacks? Yeah, of course I did, man. Yeah. Thank you, by the way. Thank you. Yeah, everybody that tipped for the road trip ended up helping me out. I spent, yeah. Spent a good amount of time in airports, man. Of all things, you went to Duncan, really. Yeah, that was the places that I tweeted about, because that would get the most traction.
Discovery, go and
Because it's
throttle up.
funny. Thanks for all the resubs, guys. Who ate Stroop before Das could snag that picture? Oh, that was me.
Discovery,
Yeah,
go
that
and
was
throttle up.
Yeah, I ate that. Yeah, that got eaten really quickly. Did you pass through London? Yeah, I did. Wasn't supposed to. Ended up doing that. Yesterday was it yesterday? No, the day before that was crazy. How big was it watching the static fire? It was good, man. Yeah, it was excellent. Yeah, it was fun. It's fun hanging around with company like that, dude. Did you get a bacon roll sandwich with genuine brown sauce? No, I don't eat your disgusting food. I was only there for a layover, Tessa. Jeez. I don't eat your disgusting food. Come on. Tell us all the places that you were. Hey, Banana. What's going on? Oh, you stepped in before no neck of the woods. I didn't even touch the ground, man. Okay. You want to know where your boy has been over the past week? All right. So I got some news for you. I didn't go to Detroit. Okay. I didn't go to Detroit, even though I kind of wanted to. I didn't go there. That was intentional misdirection. And the only reason I couldn't tell you where I was going
Discovery, go and throttle up.
because of a non-disclosure agreement. I wanted it to be a surprise, and I couldn't just dip out for 4 days before said surprise. So, literally the day after, I was like, okay, I gotta go by. I was on a plane to here, Reykjavik. I had a layover in Keflavik there. That was fun. So why the bright shirt? Did you want to get spotted? No. No, not at all. So from there, I took a 767 to Keflavik here, and then a 737 MAX, which was a really nice ride, by the way, from Keflavik to Amsterdam Schiphol. Yeah, that is a big airport, man. That's a big airport. It's a big one. You went to the Detroit of Europe. Yeah, that's a big one. I'd never been there, guys. This is the first time I've ever been to Europe, ever. Like, I've never been there, ever. Did I say shite pole? Sure. Dude, we landed on this runway. I remember you guys telling me about this runway. We landed on that runway, and it was so strange. I looked out the window and saw, like, an old farmhouse, like, 100 feet from the runway. Well, it's not 100 feet in this picture, but... Yeah. Yeah, dude, it took forever to get to the damn gate. Did you get a chance for sightseeing? Not really. I mean, in the spare time, dude, we did do some stuff, but yeah. Hey, Calty, what's going on? So, yeah, for Taxi Forever, dude, that took a long time. But I was nerding the frick out, and nobody else was nerding the frick out, but I was nerding the frick out because there was, where's that ramp? The highway goes right past a part of the ramp. I can't, it's hard to see it. Huh, where the hell is it? The highway goes right past the ramp, and there were KLM 777Xs on it. Yeah, there was like 4 of them. 777X, the big plane with the G9X on it. It was money. It was money, dude. Did you go to space in Amsterdam? Sure. Yeah, there were 777Xs, and I was like, dude, 777Xs, and everyone's like, what? I'm like, Tim freaking looked at me. He goes, what? I'm like, dude, it's the brand new plane. Look at how big it is. There was a guy like walking next to it, and everybody noticed, and I was like, "Oh man, that's a big plane." I'm like, "Dude, of course it's a big plane. It has the wings that fold like this, not like this, like this." And I knew it was a 777X because of that, right? I'm like, here. I'll show people, for the people that don't know. The 777X is a monster. It is a monster of an airplane. We watched the test flight on this stream. Let me see if I can get a picture of, this doesn't convey scale very well, but, whoa. Oh, that's a big plane. That's a big plane. It's big. That's a big one. The wiki page has a good one? Okay. Yeah, that one kind of drives the point home. So, check it out. It's got winglets, guys, and the winglets fold up so it can fit in a regular gate. But it is a monster of an airplane. It still has fewer seats than a 747. Yeah, it's not as big. Yep. It's not as big, but, oh. Dude, yeah, it was a freaking monster. I could tell because of the winglets. I'm like, that's a 777X. And they were KLM 777Xs, which was wicked, dude. That is such a monster of an airplane. Sí, Squall. Estoy muy cansado. Porque jet lag. So, I don't know where it was, but yeah. So from there, from this airport, we headed over here. So yeah. The Victoria Plaza Hotel is where we stayed up. That's where we stayed.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
The earth is flat. That is fake. Your mom's flat. Got him. Sit down. Yeah. Are you sure? Dude, it may have... I don't know. I saw... Dude, there were planes with folding winglets, dude. So maybe I was wrong. I don't know, man. It's been a... This whole week has been a... That whole last week has been a blur. They looked like them, but maybe I was wrong. Who knows? Did you get a doner kebab? Yeah, I don't know what that is. Hope you enjoyed your time at the ESA. It was pretty cool. Yeah, so... we were there, and yeah, once again, dude, they were like, you can say you're going to Europe, but I didn't want people reading too much into that, you know, because I noticed that everybody else, like Scott was like, yep, I'm going to Europe. And everyone's like, yeah, we're going on a trip. We can't cover the Starship Static Fire. So I wanted to do a little bit of intentional misdirection there. Guess what? What?
Discovery, go at throttle up.
So, guys, maybe I didn't see a 777X, but I could have sworn I saw one with the winglets up. But I don't know, maybe it was just another plane. I was riding in the back of a transit van, so not that visible. I don't know, dude. They look like them, but maybe I'm wrong. Matt spoiled it? No, Matt didn't spoil anything. Matt's cool. I like hanging out with that guy. Yeah. Actually, everyone there was cool. That was a fun time, man. Why did you go to Europe? Why was I here? Well, I was here because I was invited to go over here. Where the heck is it? This country is really small, so I should be able to find it. I wish. We drove past the exits for it. No, we were down here. Right here. I didn't know Zandvoort was on the water. It was on sand dunes, yeah. So, all right. If anybody, you know what? Maybe I should probably like say why I was there. So if anybody doesn't know, the reason I've been gone for a little while is because Private Division, the publisher, basically for Kerbal 2, invited basically the who's who of Kerbal players to Amsterdam, and particularly to ESTEC, the European Space Technology Center, right? To play KSP2. Yeah. So, played it. So yeah, that's where I've been, man. Yeah. What made you wear the highlighter windbreaker? And, well, that's the end of the story. That's it. Not saying anything else, dudes. Did you build a shuttle? I don't know. So sad I missed being EJ being in your country. Yeah, sorry, guys. We were only there for a couple of days, and then we had to go. Don't worry. We'll be back. Okay, end stream. See you next time. It was good, though, right? I enjoyed it. So, yeah, that's where I've been. Regular playtime? No, I don't think I will. So, I did get to play it. Yeah. Why did they do it if you can't talk about it? Oh, we can talk about it. What if I don't want to talk about it? Did Brimo get to go? Nope, just me. You played without us. I'm sorry, man. I always said that if they reached out and they needed my help for stuff, that I would do it. Let's just say that that option was exercised. Any idea of how many hours you played it? Not long. We didn't have that much time. But were you able to give them feedback? Oh, yeah. Yeah. So, me, Scott, Tim, Das, Matt, we all got to play. It was fun, man. It was a good time. It was really cool being with that company. It was sweet. Did you break it? How was playing KSP2 under an ISS model? Yep. It was good, man. It was fun. I enjoyed it. Yep, that's where I was, man. I got to go to Amsterdam. Which, you know what, man? I've previously despised Orange Country in the past. Orange Country's alright. Orange Country's okay. Just okay, though. Not good. Just okay. Was the event open to the public? No. No. Orange Country is alright. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool city. Kraken Drive's work in KSP2? I don't know. I read Orange Country. I thought you said you were in the neck of the woods. No. French Guiana next? Yeah. No. No. So, dudes, we stayed right, like, literally in the center of the city. So much in the center of the city that we were in a district called Center. That's the center of the city right there. And Amsterdam is like a concentric ring of canals because they kept expanding the city. And when they expanded the city, they just kept digging another canal. You know what I noticed? All right, this might piss people off, but, you know, deal with it. Amsterdam is literally Florida with a temperate climate. It's literally the same thing. Yeah, it's the same thing. Yeah, like, you have to dig, like, canals and retention ponds to build anything useful. It's literally Florida with a temperate climate, which is hilarious to me. It's true. Orange Country's alright, Calty. You guys are okay. Fun time. Dutch people are really, like, super nice. And you know what the thing is, dude? I didn't feel... Okay, so, the green windbreaker. I'll tell you about that. I wore this obnoxious green windbreaker. The reason why is because that is the windbreaker that I wore when I went to Japan for the first time. About 10 years ago. So whenever I travel overseas, I bring the windbreaker with me. That's why I had the windbreaker. Amsterman, yep. So, that's why I have it. So I wore that. Don't worry, I had another jacket. So it's Florida, but better. I wouldn't necessarily say it's better. It's just similar. It's similar in how they build things. Like, okay, so Dutch people, you see the canal. You guys know about the canals. There's canals everywhere. Well, why did they dig canals? One, they wanted a fort. Two, you have to build a retention pond to build anything useful. You have to dig out some of the sea to build anything useful, to build some solid ground for stuff to be on. Simple as that. Literally every community in Florida is built like this. It's the same. Now, with that being said, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that Florida is this freaking picturesque. Like, I picked like the one spot that has a terrible Google Earth picture. But this place, dude, it's sensory overload. The buildings are all different colors and textures and stuff. It's really nice to look at. They have no rockets. It's not even close to being better than Florida. Damn, dude. Can you talk about the Val plushie? Yeah. Yeah. It's funny because you can see where they built like big buildings and the big buildings sink into the ground and some of the other buildings are kind of tilted. Wait until you see Edinburgh. Yeah. Sometime, dude. So the first thing that confused me when we had the taxi from the airport to the hotel is the driver was like, "Sorry, I can't drop you off at the hotel." And I'm like, "Why?" He's like, "I can't drop you off at the hotel." I'm like, "Why?" And he goes, "Well, I can't drop you off. It's because there's no road to the hotel." I'm like, "What?" He's like, "There's no road." And he wasn't kidding. There literally is no road here. That's a tram line and a bike lane. There's no road. Yeah, there's no road right here. Yep. So, there's also no road right here. There's no road right there. There's no road right there. There is a little road right there, like a one-lane road that's a one-way that goes out over here and comes back that way. The roads go this way. They go down here and then back and around. There's no... This is all footpaths. Plazas and promenade style, which is actually pretty cool. I think that's kind of neat. Light rail right next to high-speed rail and regular rail, which is also pretty cool. And a bus depot on the other side. I see why every time I play cities, everyone from Europe is incessantly asking me why I don't have light rail and why I don't have bike lanes. Because it's freaking everywhere. They're everywhere. There are more... Dude, there's more bikes than cars. Like, by a long shot. Like, I understand why you guys like, get confused when I build out grids and you're like, where's the trains? I'm like, okay. All right, I see it now. Because that is a chonker of a train station. And that's not even the biggest one in Europe. Not even close. That's a chonker of a freaking train station. So, yeah. Hey, All Systems. What's up? Here's the 64 months. Thanks, man. So, okay. Now, I like my cars. I like my cars as much as the next guy. But this area right here. So, you guys see that?
Discovery,
hey, Urbanus. Gifted 10 subs. Thank you. You see this area right here? So, this is a canal, right? You can see the canal that goes through here. This is called, I think they called it Oosterdock or something. Like outer dock, basically. And what they did was, if you notice, there's escalators that go down to something, right? Now, you see this picture on Google Earth and you're like, oh, it's got to be a subway station down there, right? No. The subway station is over here. Well, not really a subway. It's more trains than anything, but whatever. There is a bike parking garage right here. A bike parking garage. Okay, that's a new one for me. I know if you're in Europe, that's not a new thing. That was a new one for me. Das and I straight up went down there and looked at the bike parking garage, and we were like, what the hell? So, how big is said bike parking garage? Well, how big is it? How big is the bike parking garage? Is it just there? No, it's underneath this entire thing, by the way. Yeah. So at one point, they dammed up here, they dammed up right there, and then they drained this part of the canal, built a parking garage down at the bottom, and then filled it back up with water, and then put a ferry terminal or intercity taxiway right here. That's what those docks are right there for. See these things? Those are taxis, or basically a floating bus, basically. Yeah, you could take them around the city. Rapid transit boats on top of a bike parking garage. A bike parking... Dude, I admire the skills. That's pretty cool. I dig that. That's really neat. I was geeking out. I went and told like the Kerbal devs about it. I'm like, dude, there's a bike parking garage underwater. And they're like, what? I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm an infrastructure nerd. And they're like, okay. I'm like, dude, you don't think that's cool? There's a bike parking garage. It's underwater. It's under 20 feet of water. That's so freaking cool. And they're like, don't worry, we're nerds too. That is pretty cool. I'm like, okay. I've been to that station. It's wild. Berlin is similarly crazy impressive. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. The metro entrance is right there. See last. All right. Is 2 worth the wait? Is it in good hands? It's in very good hands, lols. Very, very good hands. Trust me on that one. I'm putting my word on this one, dudes. You won't be disappointed. Trust me on this. Did you have to put the parking ticket on the handlebar? Dude, there's just bike racks down there, Dead Crew. There's bike racks. It's ridiculous. No, like in a good way. I actually think that's really cool. That's some pretty awesome engineering. Even if it is a freaking commie bike parking garage down there. Nah, just kidding. Dude, there's bikes. There's bikes everywhere. This isn't a road. That's a bike lane. You can see it splits right there. It's a bike lane. Now, I will say, hey, Whitney, how are you? Netherlands-inspired city and cities when? I'll do it. Did you check to see if you're still able to do thermometer bearings? Jazos, I don't want to talk about it, dude. I don't want to talk about what I did in the game. Yeah, there's 2-story bike racks down there, Altio. Unbelievable, dude. Whitney, there's a bike parking garage underneath 20 feet of water down here. In the park, like, look, the parking garage, there was another entrance over here somewhere. I don't know where it is. Maybe it's from, like, with the metro or something. But yeah, there's a bike parking garage underneath this whole friggin' thing. Here, let's see if we can see the construction. Yeah, see? See? There it is. What the frick? Who does this? A bike parking garage. I don't even, I'm not even mad. See, look at that. Dude, they just drained it. They're like, all right, we'll build a bike parking garage down here. Why not? No, I really appreciate it. Yeah, we're just going to build bike parking garage there. You can't do that. There's water there. No problem. Dude, it was pretty rad. It was pretty cool, man. So, yeah, we got to explore, like, all down in here. We didn't walk very far. The furthest I got was the Maritime Museum. Me, Das, and a couple of other people went and saw the Maritime Museum. But, yeah, pretty neat. Is this it? Yeah, that's it, dude. Yeah, dude, it looks like... Yeah, no, it looks like you're on a spaceship down there. Hold on. 777X. Yeah, that's the garage. Yeah, you walk down the bottom of the escalators, and it looks like that. It's like, okay. Well, wasn't ready for that. How was the food? It was fine. It's so weird to see we're in Europe. When I saw the picture of the KSP team, I was like, EJ in Europe? Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. I had to run some misdirection. Had to run some misdirection, guys. Oh, yeah. The Starship Static Fire.
Discovery.
At the planetarium, which was pretty fun. Yeah. I don't even know where that planetarium was, dude. I was like... Yeah, I don't know where that was. It was over there somewhere. Did you leave Amsterdam at all? Well, we went to Aztec. Yeah. So we went down here to the European... So we played Kerbal at the European Space and Technology Center. European Space Agency Technology Center, which is down here. Hang on. I gotta find it. It's near the sand dunes. There we go. So... I'm not gonna lie to you. When we got there, they had a picture from the air like this, and I saw the sand dunes, and I'm like... I asked the ESA people, I'm like, we're near Zandvoort, aren't we? And they're like... Sand dunes? I'm like, no, Zandvoort, the racetrack. And they're like, yeah, it's up the street. I'm like, okay. It turns out, yeah, it is up the street. It's right over here. There's the golf course. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Yeah. We didn't get to go, unfortunately. No, Zay, that wasn't it. Shame on you. You were at the Space Agency headquarters and you geeked out about wheels? Yeah. Oops. Or maybe I'm not telling you everything. I mean, I did say I was going to Detroit. Amsterdam's kind of close to that. When NSF said DAS were in Europe on their broadcast, I thought of your misdirection instantly. I had to. Yes, it's still the Northern Hemisphere. We're fine. Hope you had fun. Yeah, Whitney. Of course. Yeah, it was a good time. So how was your road trip? It's fun. Yeah. Dude, I nailed 3 countries off of my go-to list. So, once again, I had a layover in Keflavik. in Iceland. And now I know that just a layover doesn't count, but I did touch terra firma because we got off on a staircase right here. So I've touched Icelandic soil, so it counts. How long was the layover? About an hour. Dude, it was snowing like crazy. That cold snap from a week and a half ago, it was going over Iceland, and it was freaking cold. Like, really cold. Layovers don't count. Touch terra firma. Your opinion is irrelevant, drummer. Sorry. Touch the ground. It counts. Dude, so yeah, we landed here, and it was snowing sideways. And I'm like, well, we're not taking off. They did get the plane out, though. And we, yeah. So, been there. That place is neat. It's called Iceland for a reason. Yeah. Sure. So, obviously the Netherlands, which is cool. So you got business with the ESA, something like that. This picture, though. Yeah, green, man. That's my international jacket. Yeah, here. Pick out your favorite content creators in this picture. I did have some local Icelandic food out of the vending machine, though. It was orange soda. That doesn't count. Green. I just remembered what was also in that room. You saw the re-entry test article that was proving stuff for our own crew vehicle. Oh, yeah. I got to stand next to that. I didn't have time to take pictures. Nice jacket. Okay. So, this is a huge crowd. So, Tim's right there. Scott's right there. Matt is right there. Nate, that's Nate Simpson. That's Mike. Billy's there. Das is there. I'm there. That's Time Zoom. Shayna, Time Zoom. Is it bad? Is it bad if they introduced me to Shayna and I was like, oh, you're the Time Zoom? And everyone went, oh, and I'm like, yes. I'm like, you know my whole stream calls it Time Zoom now, right? And she was like, no. I'm like, yes. Yeah, good times. Tarek was there. Tarek is the editor from space.com, dude. There was some really high-profile journalists there. Dude, Adrian, do you guys know, okay, you guys know that, like, after launches, sometimes Adrian raids us, and all the Italian viewers come in? Adrian was there. I got to meet him. I'm like, dude, I got to meet Adrian. Adrian's cool, man. No, Hokey, no. Yeah, Adrian was there. There he is. He's right there. It's awesome. It was a good time. And then Tim's cameraman, Florian, was there. Florian's cool. I got to talk with him. He's a good dude. No. Not NSF Adrian, but I did get to talk to NSF Adrian. Also a cool dude. I gave him $1. Seriously. He's like, what's American money like? I'm like, here, have $1. There you go. He's like, give it back. I'm like, no, you keep it. It's $1. Don't worry about it. I gave him $1. Let's see if he talks about it. Who's the guy behind Florian? Another journalist. But yeah, near Teo was there. Bunch of. So that's Chris. Modder's gonna mod. He was there. I got to talk to all these. It was great. I got to talk to everybody. It was a really good time, man. I don't know, Super. I'd buy that for $1. How's Nate? Nate was awesome, man. Dude. Oh, man. So we had press interviews with the developers, guys. I'm not sure. I got to go check when we can release that information. Oh, my gosh. Oh. What I heard was not the worst thing. And I don't, forgive me, my voice is going because it's too much yelling over the week. There you go, Okie, right? If you want to try Star Citizen one day, Hugo and Fred, the two French in the back, are not good at it. Oh. Okay. Cool. There's so many freaking people there. Tell us everything when the time is right. So they're finally giving us cables and winches, huh? I don't know how you extrapolated that from what I said, but alright. No, I don't think so. Can you say anything about system requirements? I'm not sure. Give it some time, fellas. Linux was not there, no. Okay, bro. But anyway. So, let's see. Can you tell us what you made in the editor? I probably can get away with it, Ditour, but I'm not going to. Sorry, man. I don't want it. I don't want to. I'm not, dude. Even if they do release, like call the release, like what we were doing and stuff, I'm still not telling you. I'm not telling you. I'm not gonna spoil nothing. Did you kill Jeb? Nope. Plot twist, he didn't leave the VAB. Oh, boy. I'm glad you're back. Last week was boring. Yeah, sorry about that. So yeah, dude, we got to go explore Amsterdam, which is pretty cool. It was a fun time. Dude, these little, like, back alley things in Amsterdam are nuts. There's so much stuff back there. And I'm kind of, like, pretty dang sure that it was tourist trappy stuff, like the Dunkin' Donuts that's down here. But, but yeah, dude, I was blown away by this building over here. This is a Dutch colonial Art Deco hotel. It is quite strange. Dutch colonial Art Deco. It's got like statues and faces on the side. Yeah, no, like Empire State Building, but also Dutch colonial, which is strange. You were in Amsterdam and got Dunkin'. Come on, man. Why does everybody assume that I just went to Dunkin' Donuts the entire time? Are you guys that dense? I mean, hey, but I know you're a Yankees fan, but geez, are you that dense? I went to Dunkin' because it was hilarious. I didn't eat there every freaking day. What the hell's the matter with you? Why does everybody assume that? Starbucks? No, I don't go to Starbucks. I don't set foot in that terrible coffee shop. No, because America. In McDonald's only too. Didn't go to a McDonald's. I went to Dunk's because I thought it was hilarious. No, actually, that is a thing that I do when I do go overseas. I always go to a place that I recognize once, just to see if it's the same. Now, I'm probably going to get totally wrecked from this comment, but the coffee tasted exactly the same. The donuts were better. Yep. It's true. The donuts were better. The donuts at Dunkin' Donuts were better than the donuts we have here. It's true. Oh my god. I'm sitting there, I'm like, are you kidding me? Why is this? Dude, it was nice and poofy and fresh. It was really good. I'm like, oh, that's bullcrap, man. Come on now. Oh my goodness. And yes, I did have a stroopwafel donut. It's a Boston cream pie with a stroopwafel buried in it, which is...
Go at throttle up.
I didn't hate it. It was really good. Yeah. Well, that's because they have proper food stand. Yeah, whatever, man. Whatever. Yeah. Here's the thing, though, fellas. 2 medium coffees and a half dozen donuts cost €30. Frick right out of here with that. That cost $8 here in the States. $8. Cost €30 in Amsterdam. Frick that, dude. Frick that 3 ways to Sunday. Nah. Yeah. You can keep your fresh donuts, okay? You can keep those. Only 30? That was cheap? $30, dude. 30 freaking euros for a half dozen donuts and 2 medium coffees. I'm like, yeah, no, I'll take my crappy donuts at home. Thank you very much. Well, yeah, you went to Tourist Trap Central. Everything was expensive, Thomas. Everything. And your freaking $10 a gallon gas. Frick that. $1.79 a liter. Are you off your gourd, man? Frick that place, dude. I understand the reasons why. Relax. That's expensive donuts. It was probably the tourist trappy section of the city, Whitney. That's probably why. It was $1.79 a liter. $1.79 a liter is like $10 a gallon. I'm like, okay. Oh boy. Yeah. And yeah, apparently that's cheap in Europe. I'm like, oh, whoa. $2.29 is pretty common. Yikes. So, guys, for instance, where I am in the States, and this is higher for the United States, it's like 90 cents a liter. Sorry. Sorry, dudes. Yeah. Sorry. I don't know what to tell you. Enjoy your bike lanes, I guess, which are pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. The bike lanes were pretty neat. That was cool. Yeah, Dead Crew, right? But the trains, though, the train system was just, You're welcome from the Alberta oil sands. Alberta. Good man. Jeez, Sebi, that's unbelievable. A little over $2 a liter for you. Frick that place, man. Frick that. But the trains, though. The trains were money. Dude, there's so much. There's light rail everywhere. Like, the light rail puts our light rail to shame. Like, easily puts it to shame. But I will say this. You know, you have the trams and you have the bike lanes and stuff. And all the cars get, you know, the idea is that you offset traffic, right? The highways were jammed all the time. It's probably because we were moving around during rush hour. But the highways were still jammed. Just putting it out there. We have high-speed rail, Squall, yep. In the denser parts of the U.S., on the coast. Yeah, we do. Electricity isn't cheap there. 40 cents per kilowatt hour. Yikes. Oh, that's good, I guess. Bike lanes. But yeah, dudes, it's the trains were money. I was geeking out over the trains, like, a lot. And I saw that weird looking Dutch train. The one that looks like a worm. The one that has, like, the cockpit of the train is, like, up high, and it kind of, the front of the train kind of ends up looking like a 747. I saw one of those things. Like, I remember having posters of that thing. The Koploper. Is that what it's called? Yes! I saw one of those! Yes! It's so weird looking. Yeah, look at that thing. Of course, I find the one image that's potato. Yeah. I'm like, oh, there's that thing. Oh, boy. Did you watch the Super Bowl? I fell asleep, dude. I fell asleep. I missed most of it. I watched the first couple of minutes of the first quarter, and then the last couple of minutes of the fourth quarter. I slept through everything. I don't care. I don't care. I really don't. You need to visit Blackpool and see the trams. No, I don't want to. I want to go back to Orange Country. Did you make Collins in KSP2 yet? Shadow Zone wasn't there. He had scheduling conflicts, drummer, and it's a shame. I like Shadow Zone. He's a good dude. But yeah, dude. See, like the double light rail right in front of the train depot with the subway right next to it. Smart. Smart design. It was an amazing game until the back judge made a terrible call. Yeah, Panta, I was awake for that. I don't know why you'd call that holding. I don't understand that one, but all right.
Discovery.
I watched precisely 0 minutes of that game. What do you think about this train? It looks like a camel. Ian, there you go. Fiddy Juan. Yep. Mike Massey would like to know your location. Yep. Those were the last trains completely designed by the Dutch train company. Interesting. Did you partake whilst in Amsterdam? Most of the cafes in the red light district sell it openly. No, I didn't do that. I don't need to do that. Saw it, though. I'm like, oh yeah, that's there. And for some reason, every time I kept coming out of the hotel, there must have been a skunk around somewhere or something. It smelled very skunky. It's just, yeah, they must have a bad skunk problem in that city. There's just skunks everywhere, dude. And you said people were really friendly. Yeah, those people are pretty cool. So, and like the thing is that Dutch is close enough to English where I can navigate around no problem. It's not really that big of a deal. Now, speaking it, hell no. No. I can't speak. I can't make those words come out of my mouth. And I'm good at accents. I still can't do it. Like, and everybody speaks English anyway because the languages are so close. It's like if you speak Italian, you can speak Spanish because they're very similar, right? Or French. I mean, it's just the pronunciation is different, but they're more or less they're all Romance languages. Like so, German, Dutch, and English are all very similar in the same right. So dude, yeah, no, I could go around and I could understand what's going on. Like, I went into the Dunkin' Donuts and ordered myself coffee, no problem. Like, no problem. That was not that was easy. It was a joke. But yeah, it's very strange because when I hear people speaking Dutch, I can pick out words. I can pick out like a lot of words. And some parts are in English and some parts aren't. You guys know if you're ever like at like a club or whatever, or at like a con or something, and everybody's talking and it's really, really loud, and you hear somebody talk and you hear every other word. That's what it's like with me hearing Dutch. It's like, to go to the train station. I'm like, oh, train station. Got it. Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that one. Did you visit Anne Frank's house then? I did, Cats. Yeah, stood right in front of it. It was all closed up though. Like I thought it would be a museum or something. It was all closed up. So I got a picture in front of it, and that's about it. I only know 2 languages, English and bad English. Yeah. Did EJ say the embargo has lifted? Can he talk about specifics? I'd have to go check, Grav Shark. But I did play KSP. I did play KSP2. And I think we got a solid foundation, man. That's all I'm saying. I don't want to talk about specifics. You know?
Discovery, go at throttle up.
You left us for 5 days and now the USA being swarmed by UFOs. What did you do? Kraken drives, man. Obviously. Told you. What do you think? What do you think? I just did the Kraken drives by accident? Oh. Nice, Nova. There you go. It's Kraken drives, man. 0-point energy field. Propulsion systems, obviously. What, you think Bob Lazar was lying? Element 115, man. Obviously. What did you think of the static fire? Awesome. Yeah, static fire was sick. So, on Thursday night, 10 days of KSP2, time is flying. There's cylinders as well. I know. It's a tic-tac, man. 0-point energy field drive. It rides gravitational waves, obviously. It's not that far-fetched of an idea, fellas. I'm just saying. Yes, Moscovium, indeed. I don't know what it is, guys. I'm just being a dick. I have no idea what that is. I don't know, and you know what? Frankly, if I did know, I probably wouldn't be streaming right now. So, yeah, it's the Kraken drive technique. 0-point energy, obviously. Duh.
Goosen, quality base here. The Eagle has landed.
Oh no. Oh no. After playing KSP2, does it add more stress to send KSP1 out with a bang? No. No. So, fellas, I have to go look at the NDA, and I have to figure out when we can talk about it. Because, yeah, dude, I want to tell you, but I'm not sure when it lifts. So I have to, I don't want to be a jerk about this because I don't want to spoil the surprise. Yes, Christian, that was a cover story. I went to Europe to test KSP2. Yeah. I'm not kidding. That's exactly why I was there. I played it. You'll like it. Trust me. But yeah, Netherlands is cool. Yeah, it's a good time. Nice people. Nice country. I think it's really neat. It's Florida with a temperate climate though. And now I've ruined your expectations for the Netherlands. Yeah, Vin, it didn't. It sank. Sorry. Are you able to say how long you played the game? We played it for a good while, Hokey. It was enough to do some stuff in it, dude. But yeah, not nearly enough to mess with everything. Well, don't compare it to Florida. It is Florida. It's Florida with a temperate climate. Geographically, not culturally. No. No. I don't want to insult Florida like that. Oh! No. I'm talking about geographically. So, like, okay, everybody knows that the Dutch have been fighting the sea for hundreds of years. They literally do that in Florida. It's the same type of building technique. I hate to break it to you, dudes. Like, sorry. Like, if you look at Amsterdam, you have to dig the canals, right? They dug the canals. One, because they wanted a fort, right? And two, because you have to have terra firma to build on. Because if you don't, you're just going to build something that's going to fall into the swamp. You see this? You see the canal street? Literally, Florida is made like this. And ask anybody in Florida. It's built exactly the same. So what exactly did you do other than admire the infrastructure and architecture? I played KSP2. That's Master. Yeah, we played KSP2. I played it. You'll like it. Trust me. Supercraft, I'm sorry. We were only there for a couple of days, and they wanted it to be a surprise. Had I known, like, if we didn't have an NDA or anything, I would have said, let's do a meetup. But don't worry. I have a feeling that won't be my last time in Europe. You know, the Dutch engineers are exported to Florida to do water management there. Yeah, no, Altio, that's what I mean. It's the same problems. It's the same exact problems. You have low-lying land. So geographically, it's Florida with a temperate climate, which is hilarious to me. I'm like looking at all these retention canals, right? And all the detention ponds you guys have. I'm like, this is Florida. This is how you build in Florida. It's the same thing that we talk about with building launch pads and retention ponds. I'm like amazed I've never put 2 and 2 together. Do you know if the other content creators are going to make videos about it? Yeah, most likely. I'm close to the Dutch coast. We're like 2 meters below sea level. I will say, dude, I dig the meta. Oh, the sea is encroaching? The sea is encroaching on my land? Nah, how about we just make more land? What? You can do that? Yes, you can do that. It's pretty sweet, man. Pretty cool. Something like that, I don't know. Yeah, screw that ocean. Dutch people are just like, no, I can see there's no pleasing you, ocean. Yes, we'll just build our own. Just make our own country. We're just going to build it here. No more ocean. Like, they completely blocked off parts of the ocean. Like, completely have blocked off. They're just like, no. This isn't ocean anymore. We're just making more land. Like, you can blatantly see where I'm talking about. Mister, I wouldn't want to play KSP before the main release. That's not what I said, S-Master. Yeah. No, nice try. You didn't hear the whole statement. That's okay. You can try to clickbait journalism me. That's fine. But what I said verbatim, and I was very careful about this, is that I don't want to play KSP2 unless I'm asked to. That's what I said. You can go back in the VOD and look. I was very careful about saying that. No one picked up on it, though. I've been dropping cryptic hints about this trip for a good while now. No one picked up on it. Nobody. Really funny, actually. I can't play KSP2 right now, Jim. No. Mm-hmm. In that case, I'm asking you to play KSP2. Can't play it right now. When is KSP2 out? The 24th. So we got about a week and a half. We invaded the sea, stole their space, and turned it into a lake. Yeah, that's pretty cool, Stan. Dude, the infrastructure in Amsterdam, I was geeking out about that. In another, if I take another trip out there, I will literally just show all of this. And then we got to go to the Science Museum, which is sick. Actually, we didn't go in. We just, I walked up here, and we had lunch on top of the Science Museum, which is supposed to look like the prow of a ship, which is really cool. Also, there's a tunnel underneath it, because frick you. We want to build a tunnel here. I like that. That's what I like about Dutch people. Like, no. We want a tunnel here. We need a tunnel. We need a tunnel right here that goes underneath the water. No, there's no space to build a tunnel. No. We want a tunnel here. And you know what? We're going to put a science museum on top of it because we freaking can. I dig that. That's really cool. I like it. No. Ocean? Bruh. No. That's some Giga Chat engineering. I really appreciate it. No, Fred, I didn't go there on purpose. So what if the Dutch had colonized Florida instead of New Amsterdam? Would they have been more successful? Would Florida man be Dutch speaking? No, I don't know. Yeah, exactly, Tessa. Mm-hmm. You dig tunnels, yeah. Dude, okay. Das and I'm not making this up. We were walking up this staircase right here, okay? Hey, Hypersonic. We were walking up this staircase right here, and somebody was going into the tunnel, and all I heard is... And I'm like, that's not a European car. That's not even a German V8. So I look over, and what do I see but an all-black Dodge Ram going into the tunnel, revving the engine in the tunnel. I'm like, oh. That's here too. That's weird. I'm like, people do that? What? Dude, JSP, that's what I thought. I'm like, how do you have that? Why do you have a freaking half-ton pickup truck in the Netherlands? In Amsterdam, what are you doing? Like, I'm not even mad. They just block parking spaces here. We don't like them. Yeah, weird to import those. Geeson, it looked very out of place. I'm like, what the hell? What? Why is that here? Did you see the tiny Dutch cars that hold one person? Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, those are here. So I was like, I'm not even mad. I'm like, that's a Dodge Ram revving the engine in a tunnel. Dude, that's like a daily occurrence here. I'm like, it's just weird to see it. It's weird to see it in the Oosterdok. Oosterdok. Freaky deaky Dodge. Yeah, don't speak freaky deaky Dodge. I actually do. Yeah. It was strange, man. A rich boy in my village has a truck too. I can hear him leaving every morning, and I hate the noise it makes. Jeez. What's that, Geeson? Wow. All that matters is you had fun. Dude, I had a lot of fun. Amsterdam is cool, man. Cool city. It's really cool. And apparently there's a lot of European cities like that. So, I mean, that's not anything I didn't know, but there's, you know, it's one thing sitting here talking about it, and it's another thing actually, you know, like going there and seeing it. It's cool, man. It's a cool city. It detonated prematurely, no injuries. Yikes. Speaking of when you go back, there's a museum east of the Netherlands dedicated to Arnhem. Ah, man. So, Thomas, yeah. I'm not going to tell you that once I figured out that this country is really, really small, right? And Zandvoort is like super close to the city. I didn't realize it was that close to Amsterdam, to be honest with you. I was like, okay, where's Arnhem? Where's Arnhem? But Arnhem is a long way away. It's way down here. It's on the other side of Utrecht over here. Yeah, see? And I was bumming because I was like, we should go see the bridge. I should go see the bridge. Where's the bridge? No, that's not the bridge. Where's the bridge? There's the bridge. Yep. No, that's the train bridge. Wait, where's the bridge? This isn't funny. Where's the damn bridge? You know what I'm talking about. What bridge? The bridge too far, man. The middle one? That's not the bridge. They didn't replace it. No, they didn't. That looks like it, but that's not it. That's a train bridge. More to the east. Okay. I went too far. Did I go too far? More east. Ah, there it is. Is that it? No, that's not it either. So there's a bridge that I currently can't find. But, search for the name of the bridge, damn it. No, I don't want to. Where's the fun in that? That's it? That's not the bridge. Oh yeah, that definitely is the bridge. So, the reason why I wanted to go to Arnhem, guys, is because that bridge right there is a bridge that in 1944, the Allies tried to send a special operations group to go and capture the bridge at Arnhem. All right? It's called Operation Market Garden, and they attempted to parachute SAS and U.S. Special Forces behind enemy lines to take the bridge to screw the Germans logistically. It didn't work. They eventually did capture the bridge, but yeah, a lot of Americans and British died here. So that's why I wanted to go see it. Yeah, the World War II bridge. That's the bridge. That's the bridge. It's still standing, which is pretty crazy. So, yeah, it didn't work. Market Garden was a big snafu, but they Yeah. They tried. So they basically, what they were trying to do is basically, they parachuted down Willie's Jeeps with and SAS soldiers, right? Or SAS guys, Special Air Service, right? Which was pretty new at that point, right? And they tried to take the bridge. Yeah, it didn't work. There's a whole movie called A Bridge Too Far about it. And it's pretty crazy stuff. Yeah, that's why I wanted to go there. And dude, I'll tell you, man, I was flying when I was coming in from Iceland. We flew over basically the Midlands, right? And first and foremost, I saw where James May built the train tracks for James May's Toy Stories, which was pretty sweet. Yeah, that was pretty awesome. It was over here, I think. I saw the train tracks. Second of all, I saw all the RAF bases, right? All down here. And then we crossed the channel, and then it clicked in my head. It clicked in my head that this is where, like, it all went down in, like, 1940, 1941. And I'm like, holy crap, that's the English Channel. I've read about this place in books. You know, like, I'm like, this is where it all went down, dude. Yeah, it's to put two and two together kind of screwed with me a little bit. Because I just read about it. You guys, I mean, I used to be a big military nutcase, like military history. So I read a lot about the Battle of Britain and what went down, obviously, 39 to 45. Like, dude, it messed with me a little bit. I'm like, bro, this is where it went down. This is where it went down. It's unbelievable. Because, yeah, we flew across. There's tons of wind turbines out there. Which I was like, oh, all right, that's cool. But, yeah, it, yeah, Dragoon, right? Yeah. No, I'm like, I saw all the former RAF bases. You can pick them out. They're really easy to spot. Like, you could tell that they had the RAF put tons of airfields down, like, all up in here, because that's where they were coming from. They were coming from over here. And this way as well, but how's Europe? It's a fun time, Toasty. Yeah, good times. Yeah, it messed with me. Yeah, messed with me a lot. I'm like, dude, this is where it went down, man. And that's why I wanted to see Arnhem. But, you know,
Discovery, go at throttle up.
I got to see Anne Frank's house, so that's kind of cool, and that kind of puts stuff into perspective a little bit. I'm like, huh, okay. Wow. Sobering stuff, man. There was one area that has a Harrier parked out in front of it. It's cool, man. See any balloons? No. No, Brimo did not go with me. It was only me. Agor's like, I can see my house. Yeah, man, I stood right in front of her house, dude. Took a picture. I got a picture of it. It's like, dude, this is where it went down. It's crazy, man. It really kind of, I was like, I'm not calling it uneasy, but I'm like, and man, I mean, dude, you like military history too. You know what happened here. If you go there, dude, I'm telling you, it was messing with me. I'm like, this is where it went down, man. That's crazy. Like, just the scale of what was going on blows my mind. I'm like, how did they get, like, on June 6th, how did they get that many people across that damn channel? How does that even happen? It was, like, some sobering stuff, dude. And don't get me wrong, I didn't tell anybody about it because I didn't want to freak anybody out.
Go at throttle up.
One of our family friends was a kid in the Netherlands during World War II. That's crazy, Rally. Hey, John, what's going on? Welcome back to the greatest country. Your land free, over the brave. Yeah, yep. Dude. Yeah, very sobering stuff. I'm like, man. I'd love to go, RT. Yeah, I should have gone with DOS in 2019. I didn't do it. I visited Dresden at 13 or 14. I was awed by the way they rebuilt it. I mean, Dresden got leveled. There like no more city. Yeah, exactly, Thomas. It just blows my mind, the scale of this thing. The scale of, like, what happened here. Unbelievable. I mean, that's a lot of ground to cover, dude. It's a lot of ground to cover. Yeah, Hammer Nails, exactly. Walking the Freedom Trail. Yeah, dude, they unbelievable. Dresden was bad, not our finest hour. There's no winners in war. I mean, there is, but you pay a price for that victory. Yeah, not to get like super serial, but yeah, dude, I'm like, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, I've never seen it before. I've never seen it. This is where it all went down, man. You saw all the RAF bases out here, all of them like over here. Cause yeah, we flew this way. So from Keflavik to Schiphol, because of the approach that we took, we came this way. And then we kind of turned into land like that. So, dude, I flew right over basically the Midlands, right? And like, don't get me wrong, I've never been there, but I know what it is, right? And see all the freaking bases on the coast, man. It was wild. Welcome back. Good afternoon. Yeah. Yeah, it's an unbelievable effort, Lunprod. I gained new respect for it, dude. New respect for everything that went down here. Your ship was home ported in Pearl Harbor. You can see the Arizona every day. Sobering as well. Yep. I didn't fly over where D-Day went exactly, Chief, but close. I flew over the channel. But they thought D-Day was going to happen. The Germans thought D-Day was going to happen right here. They thought they were going to land at Point du Hoc. Patton had that whole thing of making blow up freaking tanks, and German reconnaissance planes thought we were going to attack here. But in reality, they went over here. They chose a long point on purpose because they didn't think they were going to attack there. They thought they were going to attack here. Yeah. Nuts, dude. Absolutely insane to me. Like, we flew, I'm telling you, we flew right over this. I flew right over Point du Hoc. And I'm like, what the frick? Like, I'm sitting there having, like, an existential crisis on the plane. Not really. I'm just sitting there thinking, like, man, that's Dunkirk down there. What the hell? Like, I was so, like, up in my head, dude, I didn't even bother to take pictures. I'm just like, that happened right there, dude. I was on the wrong side of the plane to see the Dover bunker, dude. It was wild, man. Matt and EDA had a very intense session at DDR. I schooled everybody in air hockey, Nova. They probably wouldn't tell you about that. I was like 7-0 in air hockey. Turns out I'm kind of good at it. I kind of pool hall hustled everybody. Whoops. Your granddad as a child watching the Dakotas take off D-Day towing the gliders. Dragon, it's unbelievable. Yeah. Yeah, as like the ground that was just, the sheer ground that was covered is just unbelievable. Yeah, yeah. World War kind of put that a little bit more into perspective, dude. Those words came into perspective a little bit, dude. We were talking about insane amounts of ground being covered. Also, another thing that I wanted to go see, but we didn't have time, was the bagger. I wanted to see the baggers because we were close to them, but yeah, didn't get to see them. Yeah, there you go, Havocs. The Spinny Boys. What is that? Baggers, dude. The Bagger 288. I get it, coal. I understand. But that's the Bagger coal mine, dude. So here. Bagger 288s are the closest thing we're gonna get to a Jawa sandcrawler. They are insane pieces of equipment. Look at that thing. Oh, that's freaking cool. Do you know what they want to do with all the holes once they're done? No. So, Okay, so look at the front end loader down there for some scale. This thing is gigantic, dude. Bigger than a shuttle mobile launcher. It is freaking huge. And what it's designed to do, it's basically a rotating steam bucket. Or steam bucket, right? And it scoops out coal. It scoops out coal ore out of the ground. They're freaking gnarly, dude. Like, don't get me wrong. Taking flammable rocks and burning them for power when we have something like nuclear is probably not the smartest thing, but you still need coal to make steel. Just saying. My parents used to work for a company that designed these. Krupp. Krupp made them. Krupp is a German heavy industry. They do heavy. Krupp does all kinds of heavy industrial stuff. Yeah, man. Those things are really sweet. We were super close to them too. They're not that far. They're just over the border. So like, that's not a long way. Europe is New England scale. That's how my brain was kind of understanding it. It's New England scale. It's not that far. Yeah, something like that, Josh. But you still need coal to make steel. That's like some types of steel. But yeah, I like the engine. I'm in it for the engineering. You're not anything else. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, IRL Factorio floating. Mm-hmm. Why use Bernie rock when we have hot glowy rock? Indeed. Hey, Yum. What's going on? But yeah, the Netherlands is cool, man. Cool country. Infrastructure. You know I love infrastructure, so you know I was on cloud 9 the entire time, dude. You work for ThyssenKrupp? Oh, all right. Did you get stroopwafels? Of course, dude. Stroopwafels over hot coffee, man. I already knew that, but the thing is, we have crappy knockoff stroopwafels here in the U.S. I had real stroopwafel. It was good. Very good. You go to a coffee shop? What type of coffee shop we talking about here? I had bitterballs. Yep. Kirinov, yeah. Good. Delicious. I could eat like 1,000 of those things. Yeah, those are good. And man, I said this a little bit earlier, but we got out of the car at the hotel, right? Like a block away from the hotel, and it was just very skunky for some reason. I think Amsterdam might have a skunk infestation or something. It's just, yeah, skunks everywhere. I don't know. It's very, very, very skunky smell. There's no skunks in Europe, though. Yeah, curious. Sounds like the same problem in San Francisco. You know what, man? I went to Haight-Ashbury once. And, you know, same problem, dude. It's just they had a skunk infestation there. Did you get secondhand skunk fever? No. You don't say. Did you engage with the skunks? No. Not enough time. So that time when it smelled exactly like that, drummer. Yeah, that place is nuts, dude. Actually, one night that I was there, I didn't actually go out and do anything. I sat in the hotel room overlooking the damn train station, reading about Dutch history and stuff. Yeah. Nerd. Listen, that skunk works. Yeah. You live in Mass, it's the same thing. Whenever you go to Boston, Sawyer, yeah, we just have a real bad skunk problem. Yeah. And there are, like, dispensaries where they dispense skunk smell or something. Yeah, Sebby, yeah, I know, yeah, we got that, yeah, that happens too. Did you play DDR? No, I didn't. I played Time Crisis with Nirtea. Yeah, it turns out that I've been pronouncing his name wrong for like 5 years. That's good. It's Nirtea, it's not Nirti. Yep. Been saying that wrong for a long time. It's a Lord of the Rings reference. Yep. Oops. Yeah. Yeah. I spotted a wild EJ last week. Where? Did you get to pick his brain on mod stuff? Lulz, modder's gonna mod, dude. That's all I'm saying. What is the most Dutch thing that you did? I took the tram to a barcade and had bitterballs. That's pretty Dutch. Is that Dutch enough for you? Yeah, April 20th, Skunk Appreciation Day. Oh, it's, yeah, no, it was like that. Yeah, exactly. Did you ride a bike? I didn't. Bitterballens. That's medium Dutch? All right, that's fine. Did you see any suspicious balloons or any UFOs on the way back? No. No. I never wanted to correct you, but I thought you were saying it wrong. It's a butterball, basically. No, I didn't have frikandel special. Yep, not Marrakesh. All right, and anybody here that's from the Netherlands or anybody that knows a little bit about Dutch, I can read it. I cannot say that right. I cannot say it right. I thought Russian was bad. No. Russian is simple. Russian is хорошо. No, I cannot. That pronunciation cannot come out of my mouth, no matter how hard I try. I can't make those words come out of my mouth. I can't do it. No, John. Jesus. Frikandel. I can't, dude. I can't do it. I meant Nertea. Oh, okay, Blue. Yeah. Nope, saying that wrong for like 5 years. Easily 5 years. Yeah. Whoops. Dude, I can read the signs just fine. Like, the thing about Dutch is that it's Germanic, just like English is. So dude, I could get around, no problem. I could navigate just fine. I'm good about that stuff. I can't speak it. I can't make that pronunciation come out of this. No matter how hard I try, I always end up sounding like Goldfinger. Or Goldmember. Goldmember! I see that it's not pleasing you, Dr. Evil. Yeah, I don't know how you make that. It sounds like you're choking on something. Like, I don't know how you make that. How do you make those words come out of your mouth? I don't know. Goldmember said he was from Holland, but he sounded German to us. Yeah. Can't do that. No, Grab Shark. Mm-hmm. Dutch is the second closest to English, Danish being the closest, and German the third. Dude, yeah, it's like I said. You guys ever seen that episode of SpongeBob where he goes to rock bottom and everyone can't understand what SpongeBob is saying? It kind of felt like that. Roskosmos is Russian is not bad ground control. It's not that hard to learn. You just got to get if you can get the pronunciations right. The pronunciations are similar. I'm not going to say they're similar to English, but they're similar. It's close. There are some words there's some letters in Cyrillic that are not, but
Discovery.
Even me, I got the pronunciation down after a little while. It took a little while, but I did get it. Dude, Dutch though, no. I can't make that sound come out of my mouth. Hey, Wicked, 10-month resub. Yep. Hebrew is 10,000 times worse. We have H sounds that can't be made correctly without spitting. But isn't Hebrew like? I'm not gonna say it's Germanic, but isn't? Oh no, that's Yiddish. Yiddish is different. Is it different? I don't know. Now I'm confusing myself. Because Hebrew's much older. Dates. Yeah, Yiddish is kind of like German. It's Germanic, like, right? But that's not Hebrew. Hebrew's different. Those are two different things. Burning your mouth on a bitterball is the way. Yep. Interesting. Arabic and Arab. Yeah, there you go. Semitic. Yeah, Arabic and Aramaic. Yeah. Interesting. Yiddish is a combination of German and Hebrew. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. Yeah, I've heard people speak Hebrew. Yeah, no, not making those words come out of my mouth. Yeah, I can't. Dude, I don't think I don't have the necessary language drivers for that noise. Finnish is pretty simple to pronounce. I don't mind Finnish, Nora. Finnish is pretty simple to pick up. But that's because, you know, I play a game from time to time where they only speak Finnish in-game. So you tend to pick it up after a while. Yiddish is Hebrew after 1,000 years in Germany. Makes sense to me. Jackery 58 month resub. Where are your ancestors from? So, my ancestors... So, guys, first and foremost, I'm American. I was born here. I'm not about to say I can go to the place I'm about to show you and fit in. Absolutely not. I'm American, dude. I was born here. Very much. But, ethnically, my family comes from down here. Emilia-Romagna. Right there. That's the village where my mother's side of the family is from. Second generation Italian American firework, if you want to call it that. My grandparents were off the boat. That's where my mother's side of the family is from. My father's side of the family is from down here. Somewhere over here on the coast. I forget where it is. So you are eligible to replace the Ferrari team strategy. Excellent, dude. I'd do it if they asked me. I know exactly what their damn problem is. The problem is that they're a bunch of stubborn Italians. Believe me, I know. I am one of those too. But see, the difference is that I can recognize that I'm a stubborn piece of trash Italian, all right? I can recognize that, okay? And I don't get offended by it either. I am a stubborn mother trucker, man. And don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to talk bad about Italians. You guys are cool. Never been, S. A close neighbor, indeed. Yep. I find the lack of Italian hand gestures disappointing. Have you ever seen me explain something on this stream? What are you talking about? What's the matter, you? What are you talking about? Che cosa? Of course. So, as I'd like to think that I am just a trifecta of stubbornness, okay? Italians are stubborn. We are. We don't like change. Okay? I know that. Just because I grew up 3,000 miles or 4,000 miles away from Italy does not mean that you don't just turn it off, all right? So, second of all, American. So we're just stubborn to begin with, all right? Frick you. We're American, all right? That's what we do. 3, Boston, Irish. Irish people are also stubborn, very stubborn. They don't like it. They don't like being pushed around. Historically speaking, right? They really don't like that crap. So, I'm an Italian, that's American, that grew up in Boston. I am like the trifecta of stubbornness, all right? It doesn't get more stubborn than that. Like, it does not get more stubborn than that. I'm sure you can pronounce these. Bedankt. Dankjewel. Yeah. I know bedankt because it's dank. Yeah, no, but, yeah. So, I'd like to think in Boston, that's why there's a lot of Italian Americans and Irish Americans, because we're both stubborn. That's why we get along. Both stubborn. Very stubborn. Yeah. French people are also stubborn. A lot of Europeans are stubborn. Yes. Yes. Now it's just how, bro. Just because I grew up over here doesn't mean that you're gonna erase thousands of years of genetic lineage. All right. Just because I'm over here, that doesn't erase that crap. No way. Not a chance, man. And you have a Polish fiance. We're nothing but stubborn. Oh, great. And our kids are going to be excellent. Kids are just going to freaking fight people all day. I know. Isn't it awesome? The kids are going to be the ultimate stubborn, man. I'll be like, do your homework. No! Do your damn homework! Did you see Sam Adams is changing their Boston Lager? No, I didn't see that. It's your kids, Marty. Something's got to be done about your kids. Yeah, exactly, Squish. Hey, there's nothing wrong with being stubborn, all right? Being stubborn is why the Dutch people have built a city on a swamp and it hasn't fallen into said swamp in a very long time. Do you know if you'll get a KSP2 key earlier? I don't know, 7. I don't know. Yeah, how about that, dude? So yeah, we went to a planetarium one night, and where's that damn picture? Oh my gosh. Where's the picture? Everybody knows just link the damn picture. Link the damn picture of us sitting at the table. I'm not going to go find it. By the time I even try to go and look for it, somebody will have it linked. It's slightly inappropriate. Now you'll link the video. So yeah, there's Timmy's video. I love how everyone was sitting down for the static fire except me. Blue, there's a couple of reasons for that. So there's a couple of reasons. First and foremost, the reason why I was standing up is because I knew if I was sitting down when it fired, I would stand up, and I didn't want to table flip our table. Secondly, I was going over to the table that Nate and all the rest of the Kerbal developers were at, and I was telling them what was going on. Thirdly, everybody had an idea. Okay, so we were sitting at the table, and we were talking about how everybody is going to put together that none of us are covering the Starship static fire, and everyone's going to wonder why none of us are covering it. So, like, DOS isn't on NSF. Tim isn't covering it. I'm not streaming it. Scott isn't streaming it. No one's streaming it. Right? They're all going to put 2 and 2 together. And we were like, can somebody put the Starship static fire on their phone? Right? And we were like, wait a minute. We're in a planetarium. Maybe they could show it on the planetarium thing, right? And I'm like, I could go ask the Michael, the private division gentleman that works at private division, who he had all the footage for the planetarium. And I'm like, I could go ask, and everyone's like, yeah, you could. So I kind of got up for a second, and I'm like, nah, never mind. It's not a big deal. And then Tim turned around super serious, and he goes, no, go and do that. We want to do that. And I'm like, we want to do that. So I went over, and I'm like, can we get the Starship static fire going? And Michael at private division was like, yeah, we should do that. That's a good idea. So we went over to the guys running the planetarium. Flo! There's my guy. What's up, dude? We went over. It was so much fun. We went over to the planetarium guys, right? The guys that are operating the planetarium. And I'm like, hey, guys, can you put up this YouTube stream of Starship for me? And they look at me totally straight-faced, and they go, oh, NASA space flight? Yeah, we could put that up. They already knew what it was. And I kind of put 2 and 2 together. I'm like, they operate a planetarium. Of course they know what Starbase Live is. Okay, cool. So the guy was like, hold on, though. I got to sign into my YouTube account. And I'm like, why? And he's like, because I got YouTube Premium. We don't want no commercials during the static fire. I'm like, you're the real MVP, dude. Hey, there he is. Flo, what's good, man? Did you make it home all right, buddy? Did they know that DOS was there? I don't know. You did? All right, cool. So that's what went down over there. So yeah, they put it up. They put the freaking thing up. So we watched the Starship static fire in a planetarium. And that's why I was standing up. Because, yeah, your boy was kind of the one that facilitated that whole thing. Tim kind of goaded me into it, though. Dude, I've never seen him more serious. I was like, nah, don't worry about it. Tim's like, no, go over there and do that. I'm like, okay. All right, that's fine. The meme you wanted to see. Oh, dear. Dude, okay, ignore the meme and look at the company at this damn table. All right? As soon as you went over there, he started laughing so hard. I'm like, all right, let's do it, man. So that's Mike. That's Michael. Mike over there. He runs the KSP Twitter account. Mike's cool. Good dude. That's Billy. So that's Jatwa, Scott, Matt, Das, me, Flo, and Tim. This table was busting, man. It was awesome. Fun time, dude. Table of the goats, man. It was so ridiculous. No, dude, I've never seen Tim go that straight-faced before. I was like, nah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. And he was like, no, go do that. We want to watch this. I'm like, all right, man, damn. How did you like your cauliflower? Oh, it was great. Compliments to the chef, man. Was Tim able to say much about Dear Moon progress? I didn't ask Hokie. I didn't ask him about it. I don't do that, dude. Could have dressed a bit smarter for the fancy looking meal. This was right after we got back from the planetarium, dude. So that's why we're all wearing like crazy stuff. Yeah, exactly, Wrecker. He was like, no, please go watch this. What's that, Linus? But yeah, so yeah, he's gonna fly on that thing, dude. Yeah, that was. I'm like, I put two and two together, like right after he said that. I'm like, oh my gosh, he is. He's definitely flying on that. Whoa, that's awesome. Starship launch on March 11. March 11th Starship launch. Oh, yeah, I see it over there. It's placeholder, though, fellas. It's placeholder. But, yeah. Flo, that was a good time, man. That was a good time, dude. We should do that again. You know what I'm talking about? We should go hang out again. Yeah, Space Creator 23. We should do that again. That's all I'm saying. NASA was watching it, Nova. They're invested in it. They're a stakeholder in Starship, dude, because of HLS. So I'm assuming you can tell me when the release date is. Chop. KSP2 comes out on the 24th. 24th? No, 23rd. No, 24th. 24th. Did you hear what happened in Ohio? Always has been. Yes, I heard, yeah. What do you mean back from Europe? I was in the Netherlands, Alexis, last week. Pretty much all last week. I'm messaging Matt right now, by the way, regarding that. All right, man. Wunderbar. Ist gut. Ja? Ja. What kind of specs were the PCs you guys were running? I don't know, Benno. That's the honest truth. I don't know. I didn't have time. Say good. Ah! All right. You were in the Netherlands. You didn't even come say hi. Dude, okay. Flo, back me up here. We were only, dude, like, the schedule was so jam-packed, I didn't even, like, it was done before we knew what was going on. It was just like, we're here, no, we're gone. We're here, gone. All right, flying home.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
I'm sorry, I said I went to Detroit because I needed misdirection. Because every freaking other content creator, oh no, with the 20 subs, dude. Every other content creator is like, oh, I'm going to Europe. And I didn't want to be like, oh, I'm going to Europe, guys. Ha ha ha. No, I said I went in the opposite direction. Just to confuse everybody. Sorry. My bad. Thanks, oh no. You're too good to me. I'd love to meet you guys in person. There will be other times. Oh my god. Mission Europe. The schedule was packed. I maybe spent 2 hours through those days on my own. Yeah, no, we were all over the place, dude. That's why I asked if you would miss any KSP2 related things. No. Yeah, that trip went by real quick, dudes. Real quick. But yeah, so we watched the Starship Static Fire in the planetarium with some of the best STEM content creators on the planet, which is awesome. Awesome. Next time you're coming, let us know. There will be more notice next time, okay? There will be way more notice. You were 550 kilometers away from you then. Yeah. Yeah, dude. Trust me, man. When I was flying there, I'm like, man, the Euro viewers are going to be pissed at me You guys are gonna hate me. I'm sorry. I couldn't say where I was going. If I could say where I was going, I would have had a huge meetup. I swear. I swear. Oh my god. Sneaky. I'm sorry. I had to. We had to sign an NDA, man. I couldn't say where I was going. I had to, like, ugh, what do you want from me? Dude, that's the thing, man. Like, yeah, no. Every day that I was there, I'm like, the second everyone finds out, they're gonna hate me. They're gonna hate me. Thanks, Ono. And Hokie, thank you. Or Anonymous. Don't worry, we already hated you. Alright, well, fine. Pickup trucks are the best vehicle ever made. If we're just gonna get that out off the table. Yeah, everyone should drive pickup trucks. There, I said it. Oh, you forgive me? Oh, never mind. Pickup trucks are good for if you need one. I forgot the anon. Screw it up.
Throttle up.
Oh no, gifted 6 months to Supercraft? Jeez. Did you get a new hat from there? No. Vans are better? Bed topper, dude. Basically a van. Jeez, oh no. Job. See, once again, I have to go check to see what we can and can't talk about. I'm not sure if I can talk about what we saw with KSP2 just yet. I'd have to go check the disclosure agreement just to be sure. Like, I don't want to be that guy. You know what I'm saying? But I can tell you what we were doing and where we went. It was a good time. Yeah, we can. It's going to be a little bit before we can tell you guys what's going on, I think. I have to go look. Did you kill Jeb? No. Do you think EV cars are the future? Maybe. What about Utes? I like those. You have early access, don't you? I do not. Who actually reads those things? People that don't want to get sued. Nobody said anything yet, so it's pretty tight. Yep. I expect a quite broken release of KSP2. Why? I just found the picture of you and Daz at Dunkin' Donuts in the Netherlands. All right. Just to clear the air on that, I did not go to Dunkin' Donuts every freaking day that I was there. I did it one day just so I could have Dunkin' Donuts in the Netherlands and see what it was like. The coffee tastes exactly the same. The donuts were fresher, and I'm ashamed to say that. But the donuts may have been fresher. But it cost 30 euros for a half dozen donuts and 2 medium coffees. So you can keep your fresher donuts. That's fine. That costs $8 in the United States. You can keep your fresh donuts, homies. You can keep those. Yeah. Did you have to pay 25 euros for a burger? Something like that, dude. No comment, user. I can't talk about that, dudes. We don't talk about prices, dude. And don't get me wrong, I fully acknowledge that I could have been in the tourist trappy section of the city, and that's probably why it costs so much. Like, Boston does that too. In the spots that are along the Freedom Trail, that's where the most expensive stuff is. Like, obviously. But also, stuff is expensive, dude. Did you eat anything non-American? See, that's the thing, Mason. Dutch food is not that far off from what we eat anyway, if that makes any sense. Like, at least it didn't seem like it. We had, like, beetroot and stuff and beef. And so, like, at the planetarium, they had tenderloin. Tenderloin served on cauliflower, and it was really good. I had 2 plates of it. I cleaned my plate so quickly, the waiter came over and was like, "Do you want another one?" I'm like, "Yes." Can you get me another one? He's like, "Yeah, sure." And then I was telling the waiter, I'm like, compliments to the chef. He goes, "Dude, I don't need to tell him nothing. Clean plates speak for themselves." I'm like, "I like you. Bring me more steak, Magic Man." It was beef tenderloin. It was delicious. Yeah, Chop, I had no problems. Like, I had no problems navigating around because Dutch is kind of close to English. And I had no problems with the food because the palate is similar. Which, just missed you. I was in Amsterdam. W. Did you tip? Is tipping a thing in Europe? I'm going to ask that before I answer. Brisket. No, it's not a thing. Okay, good. I didn't. Yes, I did it right. Yeah, next. I did not. I didn't tip him. Only if the service was exceptional. Only if the service was really good. Okay. No, they get paid well. Dude, they knew how to fine dine in that planetarium, dude. The waiters and waitresses really knew what they were doing. So working in a restaurant, I can tell like fine dining when I see it. So, and now that I'm thinking about it, I'm going to screw it up. In fine dining, you serve on the left, you bust the table on the right-hand side of the person. So, like, they serve the food all on this side, right? And you pick up, you take plates on the right-hand side, I think, right? So, I was sitting there, and I'm like, damn, dude, they were only doing that. And, like, the waiter had, like, the towel on it. Like, dude, it was hardcore. And so, like, I had to go into fine dining mode for a second there. And to go into fine dining mode wearing that. Wearing a JPL shirt and my Artemis hat, and I'm like, okay. Tipping is a thing, but it's definitely optional. Well, yeah. Never mind. I just checked the Dunkin' site, and it's expensive. So yeah, I didn't tip, but I was talking with the waiter. Like, dude, look at it. There's the waiter's back there on the left. Also, the captioned image is horrible. Yeah, see, he's sitting there like, dude, it was like super hardcore fine dining, and I'm sitting there wearing a freaking t-shirt. I'm like, oh, dear. Oh, dear. I made that mistake during my trip to the USA. I honestly ignored the tip. It was a thing. Yeah, tipping's a thing next. It's a thing over here. You don't need to tip that much, though. Like, so it's kind of a trade, dude. Like, so over here, and trust me, I have a good amount of restaurant experience, right? I've waited tables, busted tables, sous chef. I've worked in pizzerias. I've delivered pizza. I've done everything. I can work in a restaurant. It's not a big deal. I have too much experience in that. And I'm not really happy that I have too much experience in that. I probably should have just gone to school or for engineering or something instead of doing that, but it doesn't matter. So yeah, as it's been mentioned. At least I knew where you came from. Yeah. So, like, in the States, you get your wage is lower, right? Because there's a lot of restaurants, dude. There's plenty of places to eat. It's the United States. I don't know what you were expecting. So if you do a good job, you can make a ton of money. In Europe, though, I would assume at this place the food was more expensive because the gratuities included, right? So you don't need to tip. They already get tip for doing a good job. It's two different ways of doing literally the exact same thing, you know? Like, at the end of the day, you know, in the U.S., if you tip and you tip 20%, it basically ends up equaling the same price that's just the price in Europe, from what I've seen. But that's just one sample from one country in Europe. You know, I know Amsterdam is not a representation of the entirety of Europe. I get it, you know, like. What grade would you give your channel on freedom of speech? What do you mean, Joff Joff? My channel? You can say whatever you want, dude, but, like, I try not to get into politics, not because I don't think people shouldn't be allowed to say anything, dude. I just don't want to talk about that stuff, man. It's so easy to get derailed on stream and get into a political discussion, and then everybody in chat ends up hating each other. Nah, I don't like doing that, dude. I don't like doing that crap. Oh, thank you for the uncaptioned image. Thank you, Thomas. I don't know where that picture came from, to be honest. I don't remember that picture getting taken, but it was kind of, forgive me, it was kind of sensory overload. Nice, eh? Very good. So where's the planetarium place you went to? No idea. I don't remember. It was in the city somewhere. Whose Insta is that off of? Oh, Tim did it. All right, cool. Yeah. Yeah, Flo, I don't remember that picture being taken. Do you? I don't, dude. It was just such sensory overload. I don't remember that. And whoever took it cranked the HDR because it was definitely not that. It was super dark in the damn planetarium because it's a planetarium. Yeah, I don't remember this picture being taken.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
It was there. In the Netherlands, we have something called minimum wage, and there are some of the wages. Yeah, we have minimum wage too. W. It's Tim. It matches his other selfies. Jet lag, dude. My sleep schedule is totally screwed. Alexis, it's totally screwed. I woke up at like 4 in the morning, which is like the morning in Europe. The planetarium is at the Amsterdam Zoo. Don't remember there being a zoo, but good to know. It's a really nice photo. I don't know anyone in it but you. Oh, okay, so Floco in chat. That's Flo. Flo works for Tim. Flo's the cameraman for Timmy. That's me. Das, Matt Lone, Scott Manley, Jatwa. That's Mike. Mike runs. He's the communications guy for Kerbal. And then I don't think I need to say who that guy is. Some Astro boy or something. I don't know. Flo's like, hi, that's me. Yeah, that's like a spacesuit or whatever. I don't know. Every other day, Astro guy. Yeah. Dim Todd, the everyday Astro boy. Trick question. Is Europe a continent or a country? Hint, it's a continent. It's a continent with a bunch of countries? Is that you behind them at the table there? No, I'm not in that picture. That was at the bar, though, the barcade that we all went to. That was a fun time. Yeah, Jens, I went to the Netherlands to play KSP2. Term Derd. Yeah. It was a crazy trip, dude. Crazy. Anyway. So, get this. Is the KSP team based in the Netherlands? No. We wanted to... Well, I say we. I'm not we. They wanted to... Sandford. Nice. They wanted to go to STEC. So, European Space Technology Center. So we actually played it at a space center in the Netherlands. It's right there. There it is. See? This is where... So, what does STEC do? They... Basically, amongst other things, they pioneer, like... what's the right way to say it? Like... The ESA is like cutting-edge projects. This is where they basically come up with the stakeholder expectations and then preliminary design review for all of the European Space Agency science missions. So, like Rosetta, Bepi Colombo, the missions were designed at STEC, which is actually really cool. It's really interesting stuff. Yeah, they test and build the ESA's missions. Yeah, they come up with the design studies and they had different names for everything. Where's my systems engineering book? Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I got to get the SE book. Give me 1 second. I have a book that says what everything that they do, Flo, but it's NASA's stuff. But it's the same thing. It's the same exact design thing. Here we go. Here it is. Yeah, I have to go to my shelf here. So, this guy, the Systems Engineering Handbook. So, This basically shows how you make how you do space flight. How do you go about designing a mission, etc., etc. So, formation and formulation right here, which is page 9. And the reason why I'm telling you is because this is a free PDF. You can go get this off of NASA's website, Free Systems Engineering. If you go on page 9, looking at project lifecycle phases, pre-phase A concept studies, phase A concept and technology development, phase B preliminary design and technology completion. That's what STech does. They basically figure out how they're going to do the mission. How they're going to go with Bepi Colombo, how they're going to go to Mercury, right? Or, with Rosetta, how they're going to go fly by a comet. They figure out all the technology that's needed and required there. So they do stakeholder expectations, which is really cool. We actually got to go to the CDF, the Concurrent Design Facility, basically the meeting room where they figure out how to do all the missions, which is really, really cool. It's JPL, bingo. Yeah, Flo, that's a good way to put it. It's basically their JPL. And no one picked up on it, dude. No one picked up on it. That is the precise reason why I wore my JPL shirt. Nobody said nothing. No one said nothing, dude. I was being all stealth-like. I thought I was being all stealth-like. No one said anything. Not even the ESA people. I got no comments. Now I'm like, what the hell? Oh, come on. I don't know what to say. Nobody noticed. It's kind of, Squishton, it's kind of like a combination of Goddard, JP, and JPL. Yeah. It's like wearing Adidas into a Nike building. So. Lies, that was the only clean one. I'll have you know, I brought a bunch of changes of clothes. I'll have you know. I would have said, can you give me one too? Yep. I like dropping cryptic hints like that, guys. Dude, over the course of the stream, going up until this trip, I was dropping cryptic hints left and right. You gotta go look. Pay more attention next time. New ESA hat. I got a bunch of ESA swag, dude, that's for sure. And, yeah. Flo, can we talk about the bags? Can we talk about those? I forget, dude. I have to go read the freaking NDA. I probably should have done that before I started streaming, but I woke up at butthole o'clock, we'll say. So you can't say anything about Kerbal 2? Nah, serious, not right now. Not right now. Read the NDA with stream. That's not really how that works. I don't know, but I think everything is available in their store now. Yep. Did you catch the Super Bowl? I fell asleep. I caught the first 5 minutes of the first quarter and the last 5 minutes of the fourth quarter. But I guess that was what you needed to see, so go figure. Aston Martin. Introducing the AMR 23. It's still green. Okay, good to know. So, yeah, we got a bunch of cool stuff. And guys, one thing that I know I can say, and I know, like, okay, this isn't anything that you guys didn't know, and it's not anything that I didn't know, but dude, this trip kind of showed me the extent of what I only confer, like what we basically knew before, but I cannot tell you how much the people that are involved with this game development, how much they care. They cared enough to fly me, Das, Tim, Scott, everyone from all parts of the world to Amsterdam to play this game. Like, that's not exactly a inexpensive thing to do. You know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, like, that doesn't speak, like, oh, well, they paid, like any game company can have money, right? But I will tell you, the personnel involved with this game, dude, they care.
Discovery, go at throttle
They
up.
really care. Like, they are so ridiculously conscious of the weight that and the burden that they're carrying of making a sequel to Kerbal 2 that, like, the leaps and bounds that they've gone to make sure that they've carried out a worthy successor to KSP1 is very, very noticeable. Let me put it to you like that. These guys really care. These guys and girls, they really, really care. Like, you could tell that they put their heart and soul into it. And it's not just the game developers. It's all the people that are involved, like marketing and communications. They really, really, really care. And that's what I'm going to say. That's what I'm going to tell you. They care a lot. There's a lot. And you know what? That's the biggest thing that I wanted. You know? Were they open to feedback? Absolutely, Dwarshak. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And man, they really care, dude. They really do. They really give a frick, man. Like, so, you know, if KSP2 comes out and there's something that you don't like, dude, tell them. They will fix it. I have that, like, guaranteed. Like, not guaranteed. I'm not going to say that's guaranteed. Like, but, dude, they'll listen. They were listening to us. They were listening to our feedback. I'm not going to say what the feedback was. I don't want to talk about it, but
Discovery, go
they really, dude, like, the amount of stuff, like, the amount of effort that is put forth is... This game's going to be rad, dude. It's going to be amazing. Did you build a shuttle? Mm-hmm. If there was a problem, yo, they'll solve it. Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hey, Schmoog. 95 months. Another month bites the dust. Yeah. Havocs. The NDA is that tight? No, it's not that it's that tight. It's that I don't remember what we can and can't talk about. So I'm just kind of doing the nuclear option there and not saying anything. I will say that they care. It's very, it shows. It very much shows with everything that I saw during this trip. They really, really, really give a frick, man. Like, it's not just about, this isn't just about making a paycheck, dude. Especially with Nate. That guy cared, dude. You could tell he's put his heart and soul into this damn game, man. You should probably be sure to be clear that it's coming out in early access first. Like, yeah, Aqualex, I don't know why I need to be clear about that. That's pretty dang obvious, but yeah, sure. All right, Flo, you got to hop off again. Got another call scheduled. Be sure to see you in here more often. All right, man. Dankeschön. That's cool. Right on, dude. So you say your schedule was packed, the time flat. Dude, I was there and then I was gone. Swear. Or sire. Yeah, I was there and I was gone. I didn't even have time to figure out, like, get my bearings, dude. Like, dude, the schedule went by so quick and it came out of so fast that I didn't. My sleep schedule is not even adjusted to European time. It's adjusted to some time zone literally in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. Like Bermuda time or Iceland time. Well, not Iceland. Iceland's GMT. But yeah, no, it's all screwed up. You guys were allowed to record gameplay? I don't know. Yeah, Ordon. Yeah, that's what I care about, dude. That's what I care about the most. He's put in work, dude. How's the game's performance? I don't know. Pretty much, Dwarshak. Yeah, it was fun, dude. Fun times. I don't know, like there wasn't stream decks at every PC. Hey, S32. What's going on, buddy? Are Kerbals still green? I don't know. Is the game built in Unity? Don't know. I'm only here so I don't get fined. If you had fun, say, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, Seven. How's the hotel you were staying at? The hotel we were staying at is literally in the center of the city. The version you play was multiplayer? Don't know. Do you have to press play? I don't know. Sorry, Vagabond. I don't know, Anth. I'm only here so I don't get fined. Do you have a multipass? Don't know. Do you know? Don't know. I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about, man. I don't know what you mean. You guys are just pit stains. You guys are just gonna have to find out. The title says you played KSP2. Is this true? I did play KSP2. Yeah. Why did they fly you all out there and then make you sign an NDA? It feels a little backwards. What do you mean feels a little backwards? I can tell you that I got to play KSP2. I've played it. But you guys are getting confused. You're asking me about what I did when I was there. What I did, like how KSP is. I don't want to tell you. I'm not going to spoil the surprise, even if it is an NDA. I'm not going to spoil the surprise. You guys are going to have a good time. I'll tell you that. Did they add Tarkov to KSP? What? I don't know, Pogo. Have you been to the coffee shop? People keep asking me that, Peston. I don't know what the coffee shop is. Will you make an NDA emote like Rover Dude? When does it come out? The 24th. Or 23rd. No, 24th, 2023. Sorry, I get the year and the date confused. Are there aliens in KSP2? There are little green men, if that's what you're asking. No, Dwarshak, I don't know. Who enjoyed it more? Tim, Scott, you, and Das? I don't know. I'm not measuring excitement like that. That's a little weird. John, what's that? I did see that commercial. I was awake for that. Did you buy skunk-flavored food there? I don't know. Vasi, I don't remember. I'm going to go with I don't remember. I don't remember. Yeah. People give. I will say this, guys. When we got out of the, the car. First of all, the car couldn't drop us off in front of the hotel because there's no road right there. That's a bike lane and a railroad track. So we got to be dropped off like over here. And right when I got out, like I don't know, man. I think Amsterdam has a skunk problem. There was just, I said this already before, but it was just very skunky. Just smelled very skunk. And people were saying something about dank or whatever. I think they were saying thank you in Dutch. Bedankt or whatever. Dank. Something. I don't know. Skunks. Very weird. Did you get hit by a cyclist? No, I didn't. Yeah. Yeah. It's just, very... Thank you very much. It was very bedanked. You know what I'm saying? How was the plane trip back? Oh, yeah. No, Dan, I don't know what you're talking about. Dankelberg. How many days were you over there total? Did you return yesterday? I came back on the 11th. So, fun story, guys. Was the trip back a little skunky? What plane did you fly on? Yes. So, I was supposed to fly back on Iceland Air, right? I was supposed to fly back on Iceland Air out of Schiphol here. And once again, probably not saying that right. Whatever. And I was supposed to have a layover at Keflavik again. So out here. And the funny thing is that the weather in Keflavik was so bad that Iceland Air was like, nope, we're not trying to do that. So they said, screw it. And they rebooked my flight. So... yeah, Alexis. So they rebooked my flight. So, cool thing is that on the way out, my connecting flight, they booked me on a connecting flight, and I had a layover, not at Keflavik, but I actually got to go to Heathrow and see Heathrow, which is sensory overload, to say the least. I didn't fly on a 747, no. We flew on an Embraer 195, KLM Embraer 195 to Heathrow. So, I didn't get to touch terra firma in the UK, but I can say that I've been there, even though it was only for a second. Heathrow is... Oh, there's a lot going on in Terminal 3. Let me put it to you like that. There's a lot going on in there. Yeah, it is... Yeah, there's a lot going on. Now, Iceland Air rebooked me on a KLM flight, City Hopper, so that took 45 minutes. So we landed in Heathrow, right? And so check this out. The flight back across the pond, back to Boston, was on Virgin Atlantic. And the plane we were flying on was an A330-900. Brand spanking new. Yeah, I got to fly on literally a brand new A330. And I will say, it was pretty nice, man. Yeah. It was brand spanking new. You know how I know? Because, okay, I know that Brits are good at queuing up. Like doing lines and stuff from what I understand. But, so, interesting thing, okay? So, at Logan, so at Boston, my airport, you have the travel board, right? And I noticed that Schiphol was the same way. You have a travel board, and it tells you where your plane is coming in, right? Or where your plane is, right? So you go into the terminal, and you look at it, and, you know, it says where you're going, right? Like, okay, you're taking off from Heathrow to Boston, and it's gate 23 or whatever, right? And they do that so people can get to the gate in time. They don't do that in Terminal 3. It just says the plane is going to be there soon. They only say where the gate is within like an hour of the flight, or like not even an hour, like 30 minutes of the flight departing. I noticed that. They announce the gate departure point like right when the flight starts boarding, which is strange. It's strange, but they don't want you to congregate at the gate. They want you to stay in shop. Yeah, Jax. So there was literally no place to sit in Terminal 3. It was jam-packed, dude. And I was hearing every freaking language under the sun. I heard Italian, I heard Spanish, I heard Portuguese, I heard German, I heard Dutch, I heard obviously English. There was Americans, there was Brits, there was Australians. I heard everything under the sun. It was unbelievable. Like, I'm like, wow, I've never heard so many different languages being spoken in one spot, right? So, I was like, screw that, man. Screw this. There's no place to sit. Screw that. So, I started doing some digging. So, I had about an hour layover before the flight started boarding. So what I did was I was like, frick this. I'm not staying here. There's way too many people. So I picked one of these wings to go down, which is that's a long walk for anybody that's tried this. That's a really long walk. Any one of these gates is a good distance away, right? So I picked one. I picked this one. And I started walking around. I started walking through all the gates, and I started putting two and two together. I'm like, okay. It's Virgin Atlantic, and it is an Atlantic flight, so we're not going to be on a small plane. So I started looking around for where Virgin Atlantic planes were, and I found them. And then there was like 3 or 4 of them at these gates right here. So this is like gate 19, 20, 21, and 22. And I started looking at the tail numbers and then cross-referencing that through flight radar and figuring out which plane was the one that was going to Boston. And I figured it out. And I ended up being at the gate like an hour before boarding. And the gate attendants came up to me. They're like, "Are you going to Boston?" I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, How did you know which gate?" I'm like, lucky guess. Lucky guess. I just found a plane that I thought was big enough to go here. Now, I looked at the tail number and figured out what plane it was. Yeah, I didn't feel like sitting with a bunch of people, so I was sitting in the gate by myself for a long time, which was nice. It was quiet. It was great. Yeah, I just said, lucky guess. I just found a plane that I thought was big enough to get to Boston. That's what I told the gate attendants. They were like, "How did you figure out what plane it was?" And I was like, just guess. And then I told them, I go, "You guys don't queue at the gate like other airports. You queue in the terminal and then you say." I'm like, "You do that so people don't rush the gate, right?" And they're like, "Yeah, that's exactly it." I'm like, "Oh. So should I be here?" you want me to go back to the terminal? And they're like, nah, you're good. You're not bothering anybody. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm just going to go take pictures of the plane. So I looked at the plane, I looked at the tail number, and figured out it was brand frigging new. It was a brand new A330-900, like brand spanking new. The plane got delivered in January. It's brand new, and it was nice. It was a nice plane. Yeah. Yep. A330 it's a big plane. So, yeah, it was pretty cool, dude. It was riding in style. Your life was in my hands. Oh, yeah. Careful, they might put you on the... Yeah, Eileen, as if I'm not already on something like that. Did you see any A320s? Yeah, of course. But you made parts for it, Pace? Yeah, so here. I will show you the exact plane. So V... Yeah, this is the guy right there. G-VLDY. That's the plane. Yeah. Nice plane. Yeah, that's what it was next. It was, the seat configuration was 242. Wide body, man. It's a big plane. Real big. So, like, if you don't know what A330 is, A330 is kind of synonymous with like a 777. Like, it's something between a 767 and a 777. Dude, I'm telling you, that plane was brand freaking new. Yeah, it was nice, dude. It was nice. Nice plane. Yeah, that's the exact one that I flew on, dude. Beast mode of an airplane. Yo, were you in Europe? Where did you go? Amsterdam. To play Kerbal 2, Muskrat. Yeah, it was sharp, man. And I ended up talking with the gate attendants. He was like, I was talking with him more, and I was like, that plane looks really new, knowing that it was manufactured. He's like, yeah, brand new plane. Got delivered a month ago. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. 242, that is business class. Hey, I upgraded my seat, man. What do you want from me? And there was nobody on that plane, dude. Seriously. It wasn't a lot of people. It was, I had the whole row to myself. So I rode back in style, man. Yep. Still wouldn't want to do transoceanic flights on 2 engines. At tops, bro. New but flight proven? Yeah, A330's a good plane, CW. Yeah, I ended up talking with the gate attendants about 747s and stuff. I'm like, yeah, no more, huh? And he's like, yeah. At tops, baby. Long story short, John, it can fly with 1 engine. Those engines are way more engine than the plane's ever going to need. As long as you don't lose one during takeoff, you're fine. So, did they phase out 737s? No, 737s are still made. They're really good. What engines are they using? This one's got Rolls-Royce turbofans. Why are they being discontinued? The 777 is easier to make, stubborn, and it does everything that a 747 can do, and more. It's arguably a way better design, which is... It's a way better design, but it's not a 747, you know what I mean? 737, yeah, you know, like, there's that whole thing with the 737 MAX guys, right? Like, everyone's like, oh, but the reality of that situation is, and I said it at the time, and people did not like me for saying this, the 737 is by far one of the safest airliners ever devised by man, like, by far, by a long shot. 737s have been in production longer than 747s, and they're still making them, and there's no sign of them stopping. That 737s will be made for a very long time. Yeah, Sevi, this was cool, man. Yep. Can the 777 carry a spare engine on an extra pylon, though? No. The 747 will always be cooler, Barak, but yeah. First time in Europe, yeah. Lucino, yep, I always hear people talking about how jets are only in the air because of their engines, and if they lose power, they fall like boat anchors and can't glide like propeller planes. That is incredibly false, Eileen. Like, to the point where I'm kind of wondering who told you that and why they're even remotely in a position to tell people about how airplanes work. No, Eileen. ETOPS, ETOPS is a kind of it's kind of a rule set for building planes that are designed across the ocean. The things are ridiculously safe. Like, Eileen, for instance, the engines on this thing are only anywhere near full power during takeoff. Once they're up in the air, you don't need a lot of engine to keep flying. The wings are there. If the plane didn't have wings and it was solely going on thrust, right, then yeah, it would fall out of the sky. But the plane has there's those wing things. And the wings give it it's called a glide slope, right? What's it called? It's not lift to drag. I always forget. Like, what's the why am I forgetting this simple statistic? Glide ratio. Yeah, that's it. Long story short, the thing can coast for hundreds of miles with no engines. As long as you're at altitude, Eileen, you're fine. Yeah. And that's not necessarily part of ETOPS. That's more any plane. That's part of the reason what makes passenger jets so damn safe. I think we were talking about fighter jets. I don't know why we would be talking about fighter jets, S, but all right. I heard that from a few guys that work on the ramp. That's completely wrong. Yeah, no, the planes can glide for a really long time. That's a nice picture, Alexis. Yeah, planes can glide for a very long time. Yeah, they could fly with one engine, no problem. Like this A330, as long as it got up to altitude, got up to 30,000 feet. If they lost an engine, they could just keep going, no problem. It's called engine out capability, and it's part of ETOPS, ETOPS, part of that. ETOPS is basically a flight criteria that you use for crossing the Atlantic, and it makes it really, really safe. Like, for instance, the plane can fly on one engine. It's not a big deal. The Gimli glider. Yeah. Yep. So, Eileen, stuff like the space shuttle will fall out of the sky if you don't maintain your airspeed. It'll literally fall like a brick. Hey, Tara, welcome home. Thank you. Yeah, Sebi, there you go. Yeah. But anyway, that's the plane I flew back to Boston on. GVLDY. Really, really, really nice plane. It's, like I said, brand frigging new, dude. Brand spanking new. It had a new plane smell. It was weird. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, failures. So yeah, I got to fly home on that. It was pretty awesome. Yeah, pretty fun. But yeah, I definitely looked up the tail number on that plane. And then I figured out its manufacturing date and a bunch of other things. The internet is cool like that. The one engine thing, is that a requirement? No, it's a requirement for ETOPS. ETOPS, yeah. Yep. What the heck does ETOPS... here we go. Let's go in here. ETOPS is an acronym for Extended Range Twin Engine Operations Performance Standards. Yep. Exactly. There it is. Yeah, it's basically guideline rules for crossing oceans with airplanes. You saw this on approach today. Whoa, look at that plane. What about the ACU, Zhao? What? No, I mean, planes are, it's not really, yeah, the planes really get humid. Or it ends up being dehumidified in there, basically. Engine turns or people swim. Yeah, right. Yeah. That's Condor's new A330. Dude, I don't know if mine was a Neo. I don't think GVLDY is a Neo. I think it's just an A330-900. I think. I don't know. Let's take a look. It's an A330-941. All 330-900s are Neos. All of them are new Neos. Well, I don't know why you're asking me. I'm asking you. 900 is a Neo. Dude, it's a nice plane. I'll say it's nice. And once again, if you don't speak Airbus, the equivalent is a 777. It's like between a 777 and a 767, more or less. So it's a wide body two engine plane. And yeah, there it is. That's the exact one. I've flown on that sucker. What did you do in Europe? I played KSP2, Jonas. I'm not kidding. Where's the dang picture? There's the dang picture. So you had to play with metric units?
Go at throttle up.
Jonas, I'm not going to sit there and say like I confused a bunch of European people because I knew how to use metric, but that definitely happened. Yeah. Like I was saying how far something like walking distance, and I just converted it over to metric like that. And they were like, how do you know what that is? I'm like, what are you talking about? I definitely confused a bunch of people though. I'm like, oh, it's like a kilometer away. It's no problem. It's an easy walk. I feel like, what the hell? How do you know what that is? Not really, Clayton. I'm back from touching grass. What did I miss? Yeah, so what the frick is a kilometer? Yeah, I know, right? Kilometer? Damn it. We only do kilofeet here. How is Fartada's English? Adrian? Adrian's fine. Yeah. The whole thing that I try to do when I go to places that aren't the U.S., yeah, I even do it to an extent when we go to the U.S., because, like, there's some places in the U.S. that are just so different than where I'm from, like, because it's just big freaking country. What do you want? Like, I try to go and get to the point where people don't realize that I'm from overseas. So I succeeded a couple of times. I had Dutch spoken to me and French spoken to me. So, yeah. People weren't like, oh, American, English. Nope. I like doing stuff like that. Wait until you hear of a megameter. I was DM'd a photo of you and him. That was pretty cool. Yeah, Adrian's cool. I got to meet him, Tara. He's a good dude. Gigafeet. I'll be up in the Boston area first week of March to look at houses for a few days. I may not have time to do much. Any good grub places you should check out? Tasty Burger on Boylston Street near Fenway Park. It's a very tasty burger. It's comfort food, though. It's not like fine dining. If you want fine dining, I got places, Stygian, but yeah. Doesn't the U.S. do cubic meters? No. I mean, like, we have, like, informal measurements, like, on the highway and stuff, but all the engineering is done in metric. That's the dirty secret, guys, that no one really talks about. NASA engineers in metric. I don't know I don't know what to tell you. Boeing engineers in standard? Oh, that's good to hear. Yeah, Ken, it's not like I said, I've never made it a thing about which measuring system is better. I don't really care. I don't care. I can do both of them. Doesn't, like, I don't know why people make such a big deal out of it, but whatever. I drive freight trains in Canada. We use Imperial. Nice. If like in Imperial is just float. It's float. That's all it is. Metric is double or integer. It's That's a good way to put that. We just don't like the obnoxious ones, like everywhere, I guess. Ah, Pepin, there you go. Yeah. What are your thoughts about KSP2? I don't really want to talk about it, Dennis. You won't be disappointed. But, yeah. We really can't talk about it. They want to keep it a surprise, and that's cool. And even, dude, I'll be honest with you, even if the NDA was released, I still wouldn't say anything. I don't want to spoil nothing for you guys. You know, that's lame. I don't want to do that. Can you talk more about your experience after the release date? Sure. Lufthansa's second reactivated 380 landed in Frankfurt a few days ago. I saw a couple of A380s over there, Sebi, and I saw a couple of 747-8s, which, that was a nice plane. Scott was there. Yeah, Jonas here. This is everybody that was there. So, me, Das, Matt Lone was there. That's Florian. Florian is Tim's cameraman. Timmy was there. Scott was there. The who's who of Kerbal players was there. Jatwa was there. So that's Billy. Dude, there's... And then there was a bunch of journalists, and then all the developers are over here. Nate. There's Nate right in the front. That's Michael. Michael runs the Kerbal Twitter accounts. He's the communications guy. Good dude. Shayna was there. Miss Time Zoom herself. Yes. Chris was there. So, near Taya. Yeah. It's fun. The Kerbal developers are good folks. And one thing that I will say, guys, it's very apparent how much they give a frick. Like, they really care about this game. Like, trust me on this one. All right? Brimo did not go, no. Shadow Zone had a prior thing that he had to go to, MotoKid. He was bombing. Yeah, I wore that green jacket. The green jacket is the jacket that I wear overseas. That jacket has been to 3 continents. So, yeah, that's why I had it. Mrs. Time Zoom. In the Kerbal trailer, Orion, Shayna calls Time Warp Time Zoom. And that's one of the things that, from the trailers, that I can actually say. Yeah, you guys, so you can time warp under thrust in KSP2. Yeah, you can do that. So, think like Fizz Warp in KSP1, but way better. Way better. But Shayna called it Time Zoom. And I call it Time Zoom because I think Time Zoom's awesome. And then I told her that my entire stream calls it Time Zoom as well. And she was like, no. No. I'm like, yes. I don't know what that is, Flykin. Yep. Mm-hmm. Speaking of freight trains, have you constructed the layout of your scale trains? I missed a couple of your streams. No, I haven't nearly. No. Can you answer if vehicles accelerate in the background? I don't know, Trainman. Yeah, I have no idea. Yeah, yeah, Jonas, we should push for an option to call it Time Zoom. Yeah. Yeah, Ford. That's something that we can say, dude. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That was right in the trailers. I'm telling you guys, it's like, and dude, this is something that they said in the trailers too, and I think you just, we can reiterate it. Kerbal is rebuilt from the ground up, guys. Kerbal 2 is rebuilt from the ground up. Modern, better physics, better graphics, just fully better back end. Like, how Kerbal 1 has terrible garbage collection? Yeah, none of that. You don't get any of that in KSP2. And that's something that, once again, that's not something we didn't know. It's still in Unity, Fred. Yeah, it is. Uh-huh. That, once again, that I said I didn't know before when you asked that. It still's in Unity, yes. Any mission plans for KSP2? I just want to play it, Blue. Mm-hmm. Why were we in Europe if you are talking about it? To play KSP2, Markers. I've played it. Yeah. I don't know, Havocs. Yeah, I have no idea. Guys, I can't... All right, let's just say before I say I don't know 1,000 of your stupid questions. Not stupid, but you get the idea. I can't talk about what I did. I can't talk about what I played. I can't do that. John, even if they did, I wouldn't be able to tell you. Sorry, guys. Don't want to spoil the surprise. That's no problem, Merkers. Did you get any swag? Yeah, a little bit. What did you have for dinner? Tenderloin. Zeno, I think it's safe to say yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure, Atlanta. Mm-hmm. Everything is chrome in the future, Zeppelin. It would be nice if we at least knew how much space the game would take up. I don't know why you're picking that up with me. I don't freaking know, dude. I don't know who's KSP answers on this thing. Yeah, I knew about this. You hyping it to heck. I don't make the rules, man. Maybe they have something planned, Dish, and being a cynic about it makes you look really stupid. Just saying. Just putting it out there. I mean, they did fly us halfway around the world. And I was born cynical. You were merely adopted into the cynicism. I was born into it. Molded by it. Alright, anyway. It was a fun trip. It was a good time. And once again, the thing that I will say, guys, is that the developers of this game really, really care. I had some pretty awesome, very endearing conversations with them about KSP. They really care. And that's, you know what? That's all I care about. Yeah, nice, Chief. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they had good steak. Steak was good, man. Let's load up Kerbal, shall we? What happens in Amsterdam stays in Amsterdam. That's right. Yeah, Girk, it was fun. It was very fun to talk with them. Sure. Mm-hmm. Okay, how about this? Oh, boy. Do you think you'll have enough to explore and stay in KSP2, or you need to go back to KSP1? Don't know. Hard to say. Atomic Heart is basically a fictional 1950s Soviet city with robots that try to kill everyone, and you get a magic gloves at all sorts of different things. It's like Cyberpunk meets Outer Worlds. It sounds good, Flykin, but honestly, I don't care. Like, and I'm not saying that to be a jerk. I'm saying that because with Kerbal, with what we have unfinished business in Kerbal 1 and Kerbal 2 coming out, I don't really care about any other video game releases right now. And once again, I'm not trying to be a jerk. I'm trying not to waste your time by being like, oh, that sounds cool. I don't care. Yeah, no, I don't care. I don't care. It sounds like a good game for what it's worth. But yeah, no, all right. I don't know what it is, and I frankly don't really care. I want Kerbal. I want Kerbal 2. Yeah, okay, Flacken, I got you. Will you leave Kerbin's SOI in KSP2? Oh, that was me. Windows unmuted my damn system. Why, Bill? Why? Why? I mute this every freaking time I load this stupid computer up. Why? Why? Oh, I saw you have system sounds muted. Let me unmute that for you. Now, did you ever think that I had it muted for a reason? Ugh. Damn stupid paperclip. It's the ghost of Clippy's past. Huh? Wait, what? Safe to say that KSP2 can hold your massive structures and then more. Toasty, guys, you guys won't be disappointed. Let me put it to you like that. You won't be disappointed. Oh, man. Yeah, dude. There's no backwards compatibility, 04, no. It's Microsoft. They don't care what you want. I know, Miller. I know. Go look at the roadmap, Nicholas. No backwards compatibility, Chief. No. All right, we got to go in here like this. If so, will it help new players? Dead Crew, if you look at the last KSP video that they released, yeah, of course. They're building tutorials into the game, dude. Absolutely. Yeah, they're really doing an emphasis on, like, making sure the learning curve isn't, like, Grand Canyon steep. But, see, they've talked about this in the trailer, so we can talk about this. That's fine. They're trying to make sure that the game is not... People aren't going to get into the game, play it for 5 minutes, and be like, I have no idea what's going on. But, once again, and this is in the trailer. This isn't any new news. This is just me reiterating it. They haven't changed the difficulty of the game. Yeah, exactly. They're not... The game isn't easier to play. Let me put it to you like that. And once again, that's not any new experience that we have. That's something that you could extrapolate from the trailers if you pay attention. Is this a situation where ignorance is the only reason we believe we want answers? I don't know, Libria, what you mean by that. Excuse me. Curious, did you suggest anything for KSP2 that was added? I don't know, Car Toys. Sorry, guys. I don't like being poker face like this, and I'll be honest with you. You know how I was always, for the longest time, like, I don't want to play this until everybody, like, till the time when everybody else gets it. I don't want early access. I do not want early access to a newer version of KSP1. You know how I was always very adamantly against that? It's because of this. See what's been going on here for the past couple hours? Like, people asking me a bunch of questions and I don't have the answer to them. This is the reason why I don't do that. But also, I may have caved on this one. I broke my rule because I really, really wanted to go check it out. You know what I mean? So, that's the reason why I don't do it. Because... Oh, Toronto, jeez. Oh, boy. Oh, brother. Trams and buses. Dude, I kind of want to play cities today. I have principles in Glonius, but this was too good to keep up. Too good to pass up, I should say. So play cities? Kind of want to. If you have ways of making you talk... No, you don't. You have no cards here. I'm holding the entire deck and you're holding nothing. Yeah, I don't know, Dish. Yeah, funny. I began my Grand Tour mission the other day. Neat. Nice ship. Ah, it looks like the Infinity. What's the KSP1 plan for KSP2? We got a Grand Tour with the Kraken drive. I have a Kraken drive that's big enough to build a ship that can go anywhere. We tested it with the Donager. Redeemed garage stretch break. Fine, go stretch. That was sarcasm. Put a kappa next to it next time, Bomb. Jeez. You gotta taste of something better. Don't want to touch the old broken one now. So New Glenn got a contract for a Mars mission. Yeah. Escapade. Look at how much space the spacecraft left. Fair. Yeah. Tell me I'm wrong. Do it. You're wrong. Let's play Kerbal. But I also want to play cities because all the infrastructure that I saw in Amsterdam, Savvy. My only question is, do you see yourself putting 10,000 hours into KSP2 like you have with KSP1? Yes. Oh, yeah. And Aries, dude, that's not anything I didn't know before I played KSP2. I can tell from the trail. Guys, like, okay, so here's the thing. You know how I always drone on about how you got to go and engineer the back. You got to go and figure out how the back end of stuff works. Like, I've been able to figure out systems engineering for NASA and can reasonably extrapolate what they're doing and SpaceX without having any insider knowledge, right? I'm good at picking apart stuff. It's something that, you know, you really take time with like critical thinking, you can sit there and you can pick apart an idea and you can pick apart the information presented and you can logically extrapolate what's going on. From the logic extrapolation of the videos presented about KSP2, I can tell you that I will play that game a lot. Oh yeah. Building colonies on other planets, man. Interplanetary ships. Interstellar ships. Yeah, we'll play that. We'll play that. Yeah, we'll play that. Europe, I thought you were going to Michigan. Yeah. A little bit of misdirection on my part, Pythos. I went to Amsterdam and played Kerbal 2 in Amsterdam at the European Space Center, European Space Agency's Technology Center. Yeah, Aztec. It's like the JPL of the European Space Agency. It's pretty cool. Yep. I had to. I didn't want anybody knowing what I was doing. Every other influencer said where they were going. Look at this picture. Look at who's there. Your boy, Das is there. Matt Lone was there. Tim was there. Scott was there. Jatwa was there. Dude, we got all kinds of people. Adrian was there. The Italian streamer, the Italian STEM streamer that always raids me. Adrian was there. I got to meet Adrian. He's a good dude. Good dude. Shadow Zone, no. No. That guy, I won't say his name. That dude is really cool. He works on KSP2. He worked in the aerospace industry before KSP2. So I'm not going to say where, I'm not going to say for who, I'm not going to say how. Yeah, that dude works on KSP2 and he has industry experience. So that's all I'm saying. Have you tried Transport Fever 2? No. Who's the ugly dude in the bright yellow jacket? It's green, Flykin, but okay. Jatwa surprised me for a bit. Is he still around? Billy's still around, Black Horse. He's busy taking care of his kids. That's why he doesn't post much. And that's right from him, dude. I asked him. You really pulled it. Hey, remember when I said promised to kill you last? I lied. Yeah, Question. Wearing high vis. Yeah. Dude, it was really fun to hang around with Tim and Scott and Das, and Matt and everything, dude. This trip was like a freaking dream. I woke up yesterday, I'm like, oh man, I had the weirdest... nope, that actually happened. I also got to fly on this plane, for anybody that cares. It's a 330-900, which is... yeah. Brand frigging new. Let off some steam, Bennett. Yep. So yeah, dudes, that's... Oh, yeah. Yeah, I did 95. Absolutely. Ooh, that sounds like a better physics simulation. Is that something we can expect? I don't know. Go watch the trailers. Maybe you can figure it out. They sponsored the trip, Pasquale. Yep. Not sure if you saw this, but... a month or two for the Artemis 2 crew announcement. Cool. They did, Lewis. Yeah, they did. Yeah, guys, I can't talk about what I did when I played KSP2. I don't want to. And even if I could, I still wouldn't. I don't want to spoil nothing for you guys. I want, and once again, this isn't even me with the NDA, guys. Even if we could talk about the game, I still wouldn't say nothing. The reason why is because I want you to have that Christmas morning, new present opening hype when it comes out. That new game smell. Trust me. trust me. Okay? Source, dude, trust me. But this isn't dude, trust me. I played the game. Trust me. And who knows? Maybe in the future they'll say, you know, yeah, you could talk about what you did. I don't know. Maybe. Okay. Anyway. What should we do? I do kind of want to play cities, and it is Monday. Dude, it's next freaking Friday. What? Yeah. What are we? Yeah. Yeah. That's not that far away, dudes. Yeah, let's play some cities. Let's do that. Let's do that. We'll continue with our Grand Tour Kraken Drive capital ship tomorrow. Let's play some cities. I'm glad. I find with content creators get early access to release, I always want to do things differently than how they're doing them. I'd rather skip it and get... Yeah, exactly, Train Man. Once again, even if I could talk about what I did when I played the game and how the game is, I still wouldn't. I still wouldn't. Make Amsterdam and city skylines? Yeah.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
Let's switch over. Hey, Gabe with a 90-month resub. Last 2 weeks until the release of KSP has been a worse wait than the last 2 years. I can't wait. Your mission control needs a countdown until release.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
Chris with a 77-month. Welcome back. Hope you had a pleasant trip. Trip was great, man. I missed it. When does your access start? I need to put it on my calendar if you're allowed to play it earlier. I'm not playing it any earlier than you guys, Homing Pigeon. Even if they do release the NDA, I'm still not doing that. No. I won't do it. What kind of books do you like to read? Nerd stuff, Zal. Nerd stuff. What the hell, Panta? But your viewership wants you to.
Discovery,
Please
go
do
at
it for the
throttle
good
up.
of your channel. It's an opportunity to grow, you idiot. Yeah, Juicy. T2, hi, I'm here to save you from yourself. If you get early access, don't be dumb. Give me 1 second. I'm telling Bremo off. Happy fiance, happy life. I'd like to see EJ take a swing at Transport Fever 2. Yeah. I'm not interested in playing other games right now, dude. Maybe sometime in the far future. Okay, let's see. I build cities here, sir. I can't think of a better title.